Hello everyone, I think we're live.
Hello.
This is the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Let's do this. See a little loft wing at the bottom
I
there.
know, it's so sweet.
Okay, so we have got... Oh, it does autosave this time, which is,
nice.
you know, an improvement.
Yes.
'Cause, I mean, I'm sure you have your own saves. So we're going to call ourselves
Lemon
Link.
Society.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Lemon Shark.
Annika.
Yes, that's Annika, isn't it? Yeah.
Annika is now
It's
Lemon Shark.
representing the Lemon Society. We're going to call ourselves Link. So
Oh,
we have to call ourselves... I always call myself Link in these.
Oh,
Because that's his name. So,
that is true.
I've seen. So let's turn the game audio up a little bit. Let me know if it's
Scary times. The giant man.
the imprisons. That fight, you have to fight him like 3 times in the game. It's pretty much the same fight each time. People hate it.
I watched Princess Mononoke today and it kind of reminds me of the big scary thing.
Yeah. Well, interesting though is it said Zelda 25th anniversary on the original.
Oh, really?
And then they said it's the 25th anniversary of the Loftwing competition. I wonder if they'll change it to 35th on this.
Maybe.
I'm good, Annika. How are you?
How are you doing, Annika? How are you feeling? Your poor tooth.
Loftwings.
I love the music in this as well.
Yeah.
Like all games, it starts with Link wakes up. Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Is there a game where he doesn't wake up?
Majora's Mask.
No way.
But you could argue he goes into a dream world in that game.
Oh, I see. I haven't played Majora's Mask.
It's amazing.
I know, you keep telling me.
Hello, Lady Swagtastic says morning, and
Hello.
it is actually mid-afternoon where we are.
Good morning, Lady Sarcastic. Are you having a good day? Are you excited for Zelda? Did you get Zelda? Sorry we'll not be able to join Mario Kart today. Annika says, that's alright, no problem at all. You feel bad today, I know. Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna, well, Dave will be hosting next Saturday.
Friday.
Sorry, my brain's, because my mum's talking to me at the same time. So next Friday we'll still be doing Mario Kart.
Twilight Princess, he's awake at the beginning.
Twilight Prince? I swear he's asleep.
No,
at one
he's
point.
probably at one point, but at the very beginning now, he's talking to someone.
No way.
Oh, no, it's time for him
I
to
love
make
Twilight
this bit's
Princess.
really fun. I really like this bit, by the way. It's just when you see it, it's in the window.
He's just looking. Nice, what's that on your desk? Or bookcase?
A reference to Breath of the Wild 2, maybe?
Really?
It's alright, Flower, we're only 3 minutes into this
Yeah, no
stream.
worries.
You haven't missed much.
You had to hose off the dog, oh my gosh.
We've
Muddy times? Sandy times?
you've missed Link sleeping.
Yes.
Ah,
Having a dream about this scary thing.
hey sleepyhead, I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Rise and shine, Link. Today's the wing ceremony. You promised to meet me before it starts, remember?
Do you
It's
know
better
what?
not to keep me waiting. Zelda.
I can't listen to, like, I can't look at this now without thinking of
If
Zelda
Link
having, like, a deep south accent.
Yeah, if Link could talk. If anyone knows Ericsson Gaming's If Link Could Talk series.
It makes
so,
me laugh so much. Oh, nice
so
tutorial.
yeah, pretty much the same, isn't it? So there's the tutorial. So you press L to go behind you. But I am noticing.
Oh no, in Twilight Princess he wakes up too. In his house.
Yeah, but like
that's
but I mean the opening cutscene though.
Oh, I see. But he does wake up, I guess, before you try. Yeah, he wakes up in house. Cosmos is here. Hello, Cosmos. Hello, hello. Never played this Zelda. Is it worth it on Switch? I like this Zelda.
I would say...
You can do button controls on this one.
I would say if you've never played this one, you don't own it already on the Wii, then this is definitely worth it on Switch. The only iffy thing is, and I'm going to be writing the review for Switch up for this, and that's where I'll go on the value. It's going to be hard to rank this on value, because the value should score low from the point of view of the fact that it's a 10-year-old game that's not had a whole lot done to it.
Yeah.
But for people that didn't own it back then, I would say the game is fantastic. I mean, I think it is worth full price if you've never owned it before.
And it's a great story.
Yeah, in stories. So to use the camera, because obviously the right stick is for your sword, to use the camera you have to hold the L button and look round the stick. But then you press attack, because before you had no camera controls at all, you just pressed
I saw that on, you showed me that actually, on the video, I can't remember what it was. Nintendo Life, there we go. Annika says, and then you need to play with the kids.
Yeah, you have to round up the goats.
Yes. Flower says, he rolled in poop. Oh my gosh. That's a legitimate thing. Dogs be crazy. They love poop. Was it fox poop or badger poop? I don't know what it is about fox poop, but apparently dogs love that. Doc Hammett, hello. It is sure weird to go back to this style after Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer this style over Breath of the Open World, just for Zelda, you know. I mean, Breath of the Wild 2...
I like linear games.
If Breath of the Wild 2 brings back proper dungeons like this, I mean, the dungeons are amazing in this game.
Yes.
I mean, the linear style, obviously...
Although I can't like... I mean, I didn't like the non-linear style, like the open world part of Breath of the Wild, but, like, it's beautiful. And the fact that you can just climb anything, that's amazing. Yeah.
I think I liked the I know what you mean, like here you got sort of 3 big areas in the surface that you revisit several times, and I mean I would prefer a big open world for the main thing, but you still know where you're going, like in Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. So yeah, I prefer that, but this one is a bit more linear than that. But I like the whole go to this dungeon, go here, get a weapon in it, use that on the boss. Then that weapon can be used in the overworld to...
Okay. See, I've forgotten all the people's names in this.
I don't know the names in this one.
Bruce, there we go. Everyone
Do you like your new nick? What, Lemon Shark?
Do you like my new your nickname, yeah? I love it. Lemon Shark's great.
You're going to wait to finish Breath of the Wild before playing this one. Well, this one takes place thousands of years before Breath of the Wild.
Lady Spice says, I think I'll wait till I beat Breath of the Wild first before getting another Zelda game. No, that's fair. That is totally fair. I haven't beaten Breath of the Wild. I got very much lost, and then I didn't know what to do, and I got overwhelmed. But I like watching Dave play it.
So there's the save points there. So I'm not a fan of having to hold the L button down to use the camera.
Yeah, that is a bit odd, but...
I know it's because the right stick's going to be to use your sword.
Oh,
but I'd much rather have tap L to bring your sword out, then use the sword, tap L to put it away, then it's camera controls. But we'll see, I'll probably get used to it.
It'd be interesting.
But this is designed for motion controls, remember?
Of course, yeah. So if you were to do it motion controls now, how would you go about doing that?
You'd use the 2 Joy-Cons, one in each hand.
Okay.
And like, you know, the right Joy-Con you swing it for your sword.
Interesting.
Imagine then that the right stick would do nothing, so maybe that could be camera controls all the time. But I'll try it out anyway.
Annika says, hi, got too many highlights. Did it? Hi, got too many highlights. She's singing. So pretty. Oh, she's so cute.
Oh, they hop.
Is it now? I suppose if you've never seen one.
Oh, that's a hint of things to come.
Oh,
But
really?
no spoilers. I think, let's say great, so let's be
Oh.
nice. It doesn't make a difference.
Did you say nice?
You get a different reaction, but it makes no difference to the story.
Did she stab her feet?
I don't know, I've always been nice.
I wonder, has anyone not been nice?
No.
Because Santa's watching. Oh, no.
Oh, whenever someone wrote hair or anything with HAI and it got orange.
Oh,
see.
really? I didn't realise. Oh, that makes sense. Because annoying
Do you
became
like his
annoying.
eyes? Do you like his
that's
eyes?
Fair enough. Yeah, his eyes look kind of owlish. He kind
Oh.
of reminds me of the owl.
Because look at his name. Gaepora, that's the name of the owl in Ocarina of Time.
That's so cool.
Flower loved this back on the Wii, me too. It's a very divisive game. I can understand some people didn't like the motion controls. I personally did like them.
I didn't enjoy them. Annika, you said you enjoyed them.
But I think a lot of people, but then, and also there were other things people didn't like about it, which have been corrected in this, with there were some bugs in it that nowadays would have been patched out in the first week, but back then, I think that the Wii was like the last console to not do patches on games. But, okay, Annika says, I still want Metroid Prime Trilogy on Switch. Yeah, I think that will come, but I think the delay in Metroid Prime 4 is why we haven't seen that.
Really?
And obviously Metroid Dread's coming. If they release Metroid Prime Trilogy now, then that would take away from Metroid Dread. It's all a marketing thing. I think they would have, if Metroid Prime 4 hadn't got delayed and been out by now, we would have had the trilogy as well.
No, that's fair. Hoot hoot.
Yeah, I will try the motion controls. Apparently the motion controls on this are better than they were on the Wii as well, and I thought the Wii's were really good.
I'll
Because
give it a
obviously,
go then.
because the Joy-Cons are better than the Wii remotes.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing I didn't really like was the sword swinging part, yeah. But
Yeah.
that's hilarious because when we played Nintendo Land, I was saying to Annika I really enjoyed the Zelda game on that. Remember I used to go along and move the sword to the music.
See, I don't know if I ever played the swords and that Zelda game. I always did the archer, the bow and arrow.
Oh, the Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever tried the sword playing
We
that.
should do that.
Yeah, that'd
Who
be.
would like to see that?
Who would
Nintendo
like to
Land.
see us stream Nintendo Land?
Obviously the ones where we don't need the. Oh no, I suppose you could watch those ones.
They put a patch in the Wii shop for this game. What did that patch do?
Interesting.
Was it because the one I'm talking about was whenever you collected an item, it would give you an explanation, like the first time you collect one. But if you turn the game off and on again, it would forget that you'd had those explanations.
Oh really?
So you had to watch them again.
Oh, that's so annoying.
And then there was this slow cutscene of seeing it get added to your inventory.
That's crazy.
Did you have to pay for the patch?
I don't know actually, that would be
I imagine not, but
kind of rude.
Annika would like to see us stream Nintendo Land.
Yeah, we'll do it then.
We'll do that one, obviously have to be after next week.
Yeah.
Because what I'm going to do is from now on the Tuesday streams, I'm going to put it on a community post as a poll for people to vote what they want me to play.
Yeah. I'd really like to play Tesla Grad at one point, which is what Cosmos
Recommended.
It might not be on a backlog one, but we could give it a go.
Yeah, so basically Zelda's worried that Link hasn't practiced enough for this ceremony. Because Zelda wants Link to win. The patch was for free.
Oh, nice.
I'll pick some... see, I never came across any game-breaking bugs. But the ones I was talking about were just little minor inconveniences. They didn't affect the game at all. Okay, so Link can't sense his bird. Oh no. And Zelda just throws him off a cliff. The bird does not come.
Alas, he does not come.
How quick, so.
Something's wrong. Oh yeah, because someone
Stole it.
right? It was Greece. His friends. Greece, like, could have been responsible for your death.
Yeah.
Luckily, Zelda was on board. I forget, do you
She's on the
name
bird.
your Loftwing in this?
No. Don't think it has a name.
Is it not?
Name it Epona.
Yeah, I would. I like that you can name the horses in Breath of the Wild. I think that's really cute and fun.
But I gave mine a very rude name.
Yes, you did. We won't go into that.
Did she just push him off the cliff? She did. Very nice, is she?
Wait till you get to Spirit Tracks. Ugh. She's
We'll
like...
put a link about the patch in Discord. I'll check that out, but I have to check that out in over 2 hours' time because I'll be streaming this till about 5:30 or 6:30 for you, Annika. Or so this will be like a 2.5 hour stream overall, and then we'll take a little break before Mario Kart at the usual time.
Yeah, we're gonna have some din-dins.
But there is something wrong because my bird has gone. Because Loftwings never ignore their master's call.
They never.
Never. Oh no, the ceremony's about to begin. What are they going to do?
Find your bird.
This game is so good. Can't wait to get to the sword. I'm about to get it anyway. Okay, and this is the first Zelda game to introduce stamina as well.
Oh, nice.
For your basic running. Obviously Breath of the Wild kept that. There's quite a few things in this game that Breath of the Wild took. Like there's yeah, mostly with the I'm not a fan of having. I'm gonna have to get used to holding down the L button to move the camera.
Oh yeah, you'll get used to it. I know, obviously it's not
ideal.
ideal.
Pretty sure that was a loading screen before.
Oh, this one.
Going through this store, I might be wrong because it activates a cutscene, but I thought that was a loading screen before. So that's good. So one thing I'm going to point out as well, just look at that.
That is beautiful.
In the Wii version, that was all blurry.
No way.
Yeah. So this really is HD. You can see that a lot clearer. It looks so much better, this game.
Can you just jump off things? Oh, she can. Oh.
I'm
I'm so sorry.
I've answered your question. So now you get rescued by the guards.
Zelda's a big meanie. Watch your step there. Oh, they're nice old chaps.
That bird isn't happy
No,
about
it's
it.
like, how could you?
So these
Flower
are.
says, at least Zelda realised that she had made a mistake. Yes, definitely.
So these are the
Lovely.
save points, like the official. But something absent from in the Wii version was auto saves. This game has them.
Oh, I see. See, I can't remember. It's such a long time ago.
So I'm just asking around about my Loftwing. I know where it is. I played this game. I'll go to where it is now. Actually, there's you. Don't need you.
Doc Hammer says, "Oh, I didn't know Gulliver was in this game."
Gulliver.
Gulliver, was that the guy?
Oh, are you talking about the seagull from Animal Crossing?
Was it actually?
Okay, what do I press to roll? It's before you shook to roll.
I like Sea Captain Gulliver, although I haven't managed to get many of the items because I haven't played it in quite a while.
It's just explored often.
Although the other day I booted it up and I decided to tidy my house and decorate it a bit more. After seeing is it UK Mike? Is that right? UK Mike? UK Mike's Island. That was insane. Wow. Incredible. So yeah. Who's your favourite? Regular Gulliver or Pirate Captain Gulliver? I know he's got another name, but I forget. Oh, do you get to use your sword in this, or do you have to
Oh, I thought you come here and then Link knows it's behind there. And then that's when you need the sword to slice that.
Didn't he say go to the ceremony or something?
Oh, maybe. Oh,
Whoops!
so,
Look at the water! Do you get the swim under there?
yeah, later on, much later on.
Where is it?
Let's go back
See, it's
to...
been such a long time, I just don't remember anything.
I mean, you didn't see a whole lot of the game. You got this little thing here.
Oh, so cute. What is it? It's like a cat. It looks like Jeffrey's cat. Don't! What are you doing? I am disgusted and appalled. I just can't even look at you right now. What happens to it?
Dead.
Why do you carry it? Like, do you have to bring it to someone?
We're bringing it to anyone now.
It's so sad. We're not friends.
It's like the headmaster's cat or something.
You broke my heart.
No, I broke the cat.
You did, and it broke my heart. The heart is broken.
Oh, where do I go?
It was really cute. It was like a cat, cocoon, mouse thing. Hang on, wait, that's Totoro. Don't worry, Sophie, they fly back up. Thank you. Thank you for that one.
Ah,
My heart's no longer broken.
I feel sad now.
Good.
So who did I talk? I think I talked to this guy here.
Do you think they fly back up with like ears, or do you think it's like flying monkey, not flying monkey? This isn't Oz. The flying squirrels.
He made a pun. He said, "My success depends feather I get my bird back or not," or something.
That's hilarious.
Let's go down this. So this is where. How do I roll in this thing?
I have no idea. Oh,
It's before you shook the nunchuck to do it while you were sprinting.
interesting. I have
So
no idea.
I'm naturally just shaking the Pro Controller. Oh wait, I know where I go. I go and see Groose down here.
I am Bruce.
Who didn't do it with the penguin in Mario 64? You're right there. Mario would be proud. Thank you. I've got
No.
support on this.
No. Who did? Oh yeah.
But the difference is why it's better in Mario is penguins can't fly. So
Yeah, that's true. Whereas-
okay, there we go. Here's Gaston here. You know Groose.
I am
Look
Bruce.
at him.
Is he giving him a back rub?
Yeah.
That one kind of reminds me of you.
Oh, thanks. What Groose?
No. The one giving the, because he's lanky.
And you got the little one that's like LeFou.
That's like me.
Who's that then?
Although my hair's longer than that. That's funny. Who would be Groose in our life? Charlie. Charlie's Groose.
I can't see those booby eyes. They're pleading, "Oh, Groose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today, please? You're just desperate to win so you can get some alone time with Zelda up on the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony." Ugh.
Well, sorry, pal. Goose doesn't cherry for whims. My advice: work hard and wish all your heart. You might even become second.
He called me a wimp. He went there.
I must say, he's great makeup.
Sophie has ever played that level in Mario 64 once.
Yes.
And if you want to see how that went, there's a novice versus veteran video of it.
And I did not drop the penguin.
Okay,
I
so
never killed the baby penguin, no.
so I can either say bring it on, give him back, or nice hair.
Nice hair.
Let's say nice hair.
Why, thank you.
Lay off my do right now, or I'll flatten you.
Go for it.
Everyone knows I've got the slickest pompadour in town.
Pompadour. Wow. It kind of looks like a fin.
Yeah.
Don't worry, your nose is like way smaller than that.
He's like, oh, you've been friends since you did, but surely they all have. They live on a tiny island with really nowhere to go. They must be in each
They
other's
can fly
company
there,
all the
right?
time. They can fly, but there's only small islands nearby around them.
They should fly to those islands and make houses.
Well, there's a pub on one of the nearby islands.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's amazing. See? They got everything they need.
They got a pub. They got an academy.
Yeah.
They got birds.
They got... yes.
Now I want to see.
And cute little
Now I want to see
things.
Sophie play the level. Well, novice versus veteran. We've done 5 Mario 64 ones of the first 5 levels. There is one of us doing Cool Mountain.
I'm pretty sure I didn't kill the penguin. 'cause
I don't think you even did that mission.
Did I not?
I don't remember.
I can't even remember. It's such a long time ago.
Yeah, it was like November,
Or
wasn't it?
you getting told off by Zelda. You suppose? Suppose what?
Threatening.
The steam.
Steaming it.
He's up to no good. What are you up to, Groose? Hope you find your bird.
Groose is a fan favourite character.
I like Groose.
Could probably tell why.
And especially in like later.
Later in the game, yeah.
I'd love to have a Loftwing.
Ta-ta.
I think I'd like to have a Loftwing more than a Pona. Although I really do like a Pona.
But you hated the Pona.
No, as in like horses.
She doesn't run very well. She just runs into things and
All
stops.
the time. Like worse than aggro. Actually, aggro moves better than a Pona.
Oh yeah.
Just his turning circle's not very good. Maybe it's an accident. Maybe. I'll see how I feel on the day.
So now I've got to go and... Oh, you mothers. Hot Fuzz.
Trying to sell stuff. Oh yeah, I remember.
You mothers.
Mothers.
Okay, now I go to where I went earlier. I was getting
You
a
don't
bit...
have a sword, right?
Yeah, I have to go here to work out that I need one.
Oh no, I can't put these down without... I know, a sword.
There we go.
We should name the Loftwing.
Gareth.
Bernard. No, actually, it has to be an L.
Gareth Bernard. His name is Gareth Bernard. That's
That's a
his
terrible
name.
name.
That is his
Wait,
name.
no, Tom Hanks.
No. We've named him Gareth Bernard. Oh, look.
You pass up the opportunity. Don't do it. Don't you dare.
Wait till I get my sword.
Don't you dare. That's a really cute little animal. I wish they were real.
Oh, Lemons is
Maybe
here.
Mr. Cat can cosplay. Hello, Lemons!
How's it
How's
going?
it
We are
going?
playing Skyward Sword with
You
normal...
just got back from school. Nice.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'm streaming earlier than usual.
Happy school day.
We are still playing Mario Kart later.
We are indeed.
So now I believe I go to get the sword.
The sword.
Yeah, here we go.
Um.
Notice this guy's clothes. It's very similar to Link's, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. I guess you'll be getting similar sort of clothings. I say hi to Lemons and Lemon Society. Lemon Society represent. Oh, is it Garcello or Garcello? Hello, man. How's it going? Yeet the cat. Never.
Oh yeah, he
Do
was...
not eat our cats.
I really wanted to tell you. If Bruce found out I told you. Sounds like
Well, they
Bruce
did,
forced him to keep
wasn't
quiet about him. Go on. His name is Pippet, that guy.
Pit.
His name is Fledge.
Oh, like fledgling. I like it.
Yes. And then they didn't notice I was there. And I started talking about their plan to hide your Loftwing. We've named Gareth Bernard.
Gareth Bernard. Or T. Hanks.
It's like Garcello.
Garcello. Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Oh, well, welcome.
That's a nice name.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
We are streaming
But we
Skyward
will not
Sword.
be eating the cat. Under strict instructions.
Well, you wait, Sophie. You will be wanting to.
Why? What do they do?
You'll see. Near a
I
waterfall.
can't remember.
Okay, so now... Oh, now it's... so I was meant to come here first, and it tells me over here, look. Oh, look, Sophie.
Oh, it's a map.
A map!
I'm the map. I'm the map.
Okay, so I go in here, because I need a sword. And then we can see what these swords controls are like, eh?
Doodles. Has anyone bought this game? I know Dusky Azure did.
Tell me twice, I'm getting it.
For the sword.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Yay. Practice sword. What? Where's
Okay.
the real life sword?
What we'll need to do, Sophie,
Yeah.
is have a few of these chest openings where we don't talk, because...
Sorry.
No, I don't mean for that one, but because that'll be good for a SaveDex intro.
Yes!
When
That'd be awesome.
So we have that one of Toon Link there. Oh,
I love that one. That's my
okay,
favourite.
okay.
Is it not too bad?
So you can do that still, but you just you can't flick it up. Oh, you can. Okay, yeah. So directions are fine, but if you hold it down, you have to actually flick it. If you hold it in a direction,
Okay.
then it does that. So you can still do the swirly. It actually works really well. But you still do that to. You still, yeah. Okay, let's have a.
Flower says,
Do I have to do the training? Or...
Give it a go. Flower says, I decided not to for the moment, seeing as I played it back on Wii. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I was saying earlier, is this worth it? I said, if you don't already own it, then I would say yes. But obviously, if you own it on Wii, then, have a look and wait and see. Watch our stream,
Yeah.
and you'll get the experience.
Live vicariously through others. I did that with a lot of games when I was younger.
Yeah. Now, has the Sheikah Stone come back is the question. So I think it was here that you... Oh, so Sheikah Stone is this thing that appeared. It was in Ocarina of Time 3D first, I think, or second.
It's not the Sheikah Slate.
That was the same year, but it's the... Oh, I can find out how to roll now. Ooh,
Wow.
that's weird.
What a cute child. Golly.
Oh, I have to click in the left stick, okay.
Nice. A sky stagnator.
Finally, you can watch our videos without seeing the horror that is the Wind Waker. Oh. So I'm not a big fan of Wind Waker myself.
I love Wind Waker, but that's,
I know.
you know.
Wind Waker HD is much better.
Yeah.
But on
I
the
haven't played the original, so I can't.
I was not a fan of the original.
I can imagine it was not fun.
Yeah. But they
The
really...
HD one.
Yeah, when you get that Swiss cell, it improves the game so much. I was hoping Twilight Princess would come to Switch. Well, I can tell you, I want to get a footage of the Twilight Princess Link doing it as well.
Yay!
So getting okay, let's do some combat.
Awesome. Waterful cave. Is that a bat?
Peace.
Get it. And how did you target again?
Set the left trigger, just standard.
Yeah.
Go happy he is. So here, like, it's showing me where it goes, and that's a lot quicker actually.
I really like that.
That actually happens a lot quicker, but every time I turn the game off and put it on again, it would show me that again when I got one. But now it's not going to do that.
The defining moment when
They have toned her down apparently. It doesn't interrupt as much. I tell you what, swinging the sword works.
No way, really?
Like the stick for the sword actually works quite well. I do like this. Yeah, I love how the sword's controls work. Can't wait to try them with the Joy-Cons at some point, but...
It's really
Honestly,
funny.
it actually isn't. I mean, it's responsive.
Yeah.
It like because sometimes with the swinging, it wouldn't go the same way you're doing it.
Oh, okay.
You sort of because it wasn't. It was say it was 1-to-1, but it wasn't at the same time because you had to do it in a quite a robotic way. Like you couldn't do it how you normally would swing a sword. You had to do it to the and it would do the same angle you swing it, but you had to do it in a quite a precise way. Like you're still playing the game. Wait. Oh, there. Oh, that's cool. I'm tired now.
Look at you. Like, oh, had a long day at the office. Annika says, don't forget to pick up the items you missed on the out of the back.
Oh, did I? I mean, you get plenty of missions. Like, you use the items to upgrade your equipment. Like, you,
Do you know who I'm looking forward to see?
Beedle.
Yes.
I need to get the thing to alert to hit his bell first. But just the end of it. What do they call it? The clanger or?
So what? The clanger?
Yeah, the thing that dangles in the bell that hits the insides.
I have no idea.
Is that called the clanger?
It probably has a proper name.
How do I do a split attack? I'm trying to work that out. You just like keep on. You have to sort of flick it left and right.
What about a stab? Like a stab forward.
Click in the right stick.
That's actually really cool.
This actually, the sword controls work so well with the right stick. It's unbelievable. The real test is because when you get to the plants, they have their mouths open a certain way, and you have to swing at them at the right angle to cut through them.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes it would go the you'd swing it horizontally, but he'll swing vertically.
Oh,
Sometimes it wouldn't, but you had to do it. So if you did it in an automatic way, then it would do it.
Oh.
But on this one, you can't have that. A Skyward Strike, I will try that when I've got the sword that can do it, but I'm pretty sure you just hold it like that. Because if you hold it in the direction, he'll just hold it in that direction. You have to actually flick it to get him to swing. So I would just do that, just hold the stick up. It's called a clapper.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've just googled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was close. Clangers are those whoop, 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 whoop things.
Yes, I love the clangers.
Does anyone like my clanger impression? Oh, it's Gareth Bernard, my Loftwing.
Yeah.
For those of you who've just joined us, we have named the Loftwing Gareth Bernard. So here's an example, Sophie,
Yes.
of like having to slice the right angle.
Oh, okay, sure. There we go. That's pretty good. Oh,
I have to hit him twice. There's Gareth Bernard.
See? Oh, his little tail. Sweet. Oh.
Look how majestic it is.
I'm kind of like expected it to have teeth. And yet it would look so weird without teeth.
Birds don't have teeth.
I know. Do you know what I mean? It's just...
I think Loftwings will be back in Breath of the Wild too.
I hope so.
'Cause
That's so cool because there's islands in the sky.
That short glimpse of trailer we saw at E3 made it seem like Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
That might have been because we all had Skyward Sword on the mind with this coming out.
Maybe they'll reference it.
Yeah. I mean, Breath of the Wild had references to a lot of Zelda games. It's a bit dinosaur-like. Well, that's the whole thing about the dinosaurs are very similar to birds.
Yeah, chickens as well.
Yeah.
Which is a bird, I know. But yeah, they look really dinosaur-like. They're like...
Right, Jurassic Park made a big thing of that.
Yeah.
You ever wonder what it's beneath the clouds? Some say that it's empty, barren place, or even that there's nothing around at all. I have a feeling that they're wrong. Some of Father's old text talks about a place called the Surface.
What?
The old tales describe a whole world under there,
Ooh.
far more vast than Skyloft. But it can't exactly be any smaller than Skyloft, can it? Just makes you wonder how they managed to have a society on such a small island.
I know.
It's like Wind Waker as well. How do they have communities on such small islands?
They just do.
Like where Link lives, there's like 5 people living on that island.
I know. They had visitors in the form of pirates.
They don't like pirates.
I know. I like pirates. Well, I like Tetra.
I prefer ninjas.
That's fair. Respect
That doesn't mean I automatically hate pirates though. There we go, we get to do the flying now. Oh, this will be interesting to see how the flying controls work, because they were divisive as well. Because you used the pointer to steer, which was fine, but then you had to do that, like flick your arm down to flap and things to go higher.
Do you think you use the
So I'm
controller?
wondering, imagine it'd just be a button press to...
Do you think?
Oh yeah, using the stick to steer the bird is... I like that works.
Oh yeah.
You press A to flap. Man, this controls well.
Direction, it's like that, just increase speed when you dive. Nice. Ascend. Do you go to the pub?
Right, okay, so before the bird had a stamina gauge, like it had like 3 feathers or something.
Yeah.
Kind of like the carrots that Pona has. You can slow down while everything.
Do you not have that now?
So he has the charge here. There we go, yeah, so you do have that charge move. But you can slow down with B, which is good for angling yourself over the holes you need to jump down. Video game logic. We love video game logic. Mario can just jump 5 times his height.
Oh yeah.
Video game logic. So what you do is to go fast, really, you fly. Interrupt me then, Zelda.
As she always does.
You sort of fly up high, then point downwards to get a speed. You sort of speed up that way.
Oh, nice.
Okay, let's do this capture the flag thing we've got to do. Can't wait to see some of the other items in this game.
It's gonna be cool. Well, well, it isn't my old friend, Mr. McGregor.
Mr. McGregor, with a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg. Where's the dumb bird of yours? His name is Gareth Bernard.
And he's smarter than anyone.
Your dumb birds can't tell time. All the pre-race warm-ups, you know, they were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. We're
Should have done
maturing.
his exercise. Oh gosh. You're almost a man, and yet you still can't seem to go anywhere without Zelda.
So I would have the lunch of my own, eh? Says your hair.
I know.
Ooh, Zelda and I are best friends. We go everywhere together. I think you're
Jealous?
pretty suave, don't you? I'm
Yes,
quite
I do,
suave.
actually.
I'm quite suave.
Suavest of suaves.
Alright, have a good sleep, Annika.
Yeah, sleep well, and hope you feel better soon.
Bruce has been going on forever about how he's going to be the one to be with Zelda.
Oh.
He's really got his pompadour and a ruffle about her. Pompadour means hair, right? That's me.
You're Stretch.
Hate to break it to you, but today's the day I bust up this adorable little fantasy land you're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess at today's ceremony, and I'm going to be the one to claim that sailcloth.
Annika, I will try and win in your honour. I will play the let Annika win rule, but it will be me instead.
I'm going to try and win in my go-kart. Oh yes, that's sailcloth. Zelda's sailcloth will be mine. Duh. Oh man, I'll bet she was thinking about me when she was stitching it. Yep, I can see it now. First I win the big race, and then Zelda and I finish a ceremony together on the statue. Just the 2 of us. That'll be our special moment alone. Nobody is stopping me and Zelda from having our moment. Oh, it's so real. I can see it. Duh, duh. Oh yeah. Groose! Pissed Groose! Behind you. Right behind you. What? Can't you two see I'm in the middle of...
That's hilarious.
Gah!
Zelda's like, in your dreams.
Care to explain just what you meant by our special moment alone?
Oh my gosh.
That's my Zelda voice.
That's a very good Zelda voice.
Nothing
I still
big.
can't hear
Really,
without deep self-accent.
I can't do that though.
I know.
I
would butcher it.
If I tried to do a deep self-accent, I would sound like Daniel Craig
Oh yeah.
in Knives Out.
That was such a good music.
It's such a good film. But man, it sounded weird him doing that accent.
It'd be so cool if he was like putting it on in every single role, like different ones.
Apparently that's the idea.
That's so good.
But I'm so glad he did do that accent, because otherwise I would have just seen James Bond.
Yeah,
You know, it meant I saw a different character because of that.
Colin. Did you hear that guy? A fair race? Yeah, the chances of that happening are less than 0.
Can't have chances less than 0.
You can in Zelda.
Us alone. Come on, Link, try to focus for once. Oh, she was happy about that.
Owlin.
Yeah, one of them's called Owlin.
Really?
They evolved into the owls. I mean, one theory's going on that Groose is sort of heritage became the Gerudo because of the hair. Because there's no trace of... Because you see Gorons in this.
Yeah.
Stuff. I can't remember about Zorons or anything, but the theory is that the Gerudo came from Groose.
Nice.
And the owls came from these guys.
That's actually pretty interesting. What does your book say with the timelines?
I don't know, it didn't explain about... I mean, this is the first game in the timeline.
Yeah, I know, but in your book.
I don't think it said anything about, like, Groose's and descendants.
Oh, okay. That'd be so cool if that was real.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know, it could be real.
Okay, wait, is it going to mention the anniversary? Yeah, oh wait, here we go.
Bring him whilst it is the knighthood.
Yeah, here we go. They're keeping it as 25th anniversary, okay.
That's so sad. No, I'm joking, it's not sad.
I honestly thought they'd change that to 35th.
Yeah, that wouldn't make... Well...
They got rid of the logo at the beginning saying 25th anniversary.
Maybe they'll do it in another one.
Yeah.
Still cool.
Yeah. The lovely Zelda. Let's see your oh, he's so shy. Good clean flying.
Hey!
Okay.
It's exciting times.
Hey!
One's at the ready.
Ah.
Quick!
Yeah.
Ah!
What?
Hey, Gareth Berners, here we go.
Every time you say Gareth Bernard, it makes you think of Bernard Matthews.
I think of Andy Bernard from The Office.
Really?
Gotta chase this yellow one. Okay, the only thing about the flying controls is I need to invert them.
Oh,
I'd rather point the stick forward to go down,
oh, I see.
rather than it's like up on the stick is up here, but I'd rather have it inverted. Oh, Bruce played dirty.
How could he?
Say throw an egg on your face. Throwing eggs at me.
Oh my gosh, that's a waste of eggs.
Especially if they're missing.
I know. Even if they're hitting you, it's a waste of eggs.
Oh, I just had it. The A button. There we go, got it. Yeah, that's done it. Maybe that could be our save day.
It proves your
Derpy
victory
Link
today.
collects if that plays.
He's so happy though. He's like, yay, I get to spend time with Zelda. And I'm the hero. Yay! You saved. There we go.
Oh, they're in love.
Is it actually true? Really? That's kind of cool. Your Zelda's Loftwing's like, rude.
Don't need you.
I was at the ready to catch you.
But he gets the last laugh because he gets an amiibo and Gareth Bernard doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's the Zelda and the blue Loftwing as the amiibo.
No way, is that right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Is there no like Link amiibo?
There's already a Skyward Sword Link amiibo.
Oh yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
We have it.
Yeah, I remember. We remember. That's so cool. It's pretty. Great Goddess, guiding the light and protector of our people, grant us your blessing and mercy as I act in your stead during this ceremony. Valiant youth who grasp victory at the celebration of the Bird Folk, in accordance with the old ways, I now bestow the blessings of the Goddess upon you. What are you doing?
Being
Here you
very
go.
suggestive with this, aren't they?
The blessings of the goddess drift down from the heavens aloft a sail, which I now pass on to you. That's so cool that you get the sail. I like it. You got the sailcloth. Choop, the sailcloth. Fear of painful land.
Ellipsis.
It smells nice too.
Ooh,
Aww.
she was wearing it.
Perfumed. Perfumed.
Quit goofing.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Oh, I suppose he did just go on his knee and hold that up, smiling at her.
Yeah, for a very long
For a
time.
while.
Like,
Flower is playing Ender Lilies.
oh, nice. I hope you're enjoying it. I enjoyed Jeffrey's stream of it.
I put in a review request for it,
Oh, really?
but
think-
they didn't grant me one.
Oh, that's
I'm
sad.
still waiting. They haven't even said no. It's annoying when I'd rather just be told no rather
They've
than wait around
left you
for it.
hanging. I would like to play it at some point. So maybe I'll just get it. But I'll probably wait for a bit.
Ooh.
You do know what happens at the end, right?
Ooh.
Hee, I'm glad you're so well informed on the subject. Oh my god. I'd be like, get out of my personal space.
Jump off the statue.
I genuinely would be like that. Don't stand so close. Flower said, I've only just started it. I finished Dust yesterday. Amazing! And I said to myself to at least finish that before starting Ender Lilies. That's fair enough. How was Dust overall? Did you enjoy the whole experience? I've not
Is it
played it.
ironic that you're starting a game with end in the title?
Yeah.
So I
I
have to
didn't even
leap
think
off
about
and hit Z R to open the sailcloth. There was the B trigger before, so it's a trigger this time. She just pushes you off things.
Yes.
Okay, let's see how this controls. Okay, this controls much better than on the Wii. So I remember having a lot of trouble with this before.
Nice. But it was getting to 10 PM and I didn't need to be up until like 4 AM playing. That's what
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I really enjoyed Dust, Flower says. That's really good.
What is Dust?
Elysian Tale? No, that's Plague. Sorry, wrong one. I've got my titles mixed up. Oh no, it is right. Dust and Elysian's Tale.
What is it?
It is a video game.
Oh. Going flying together. Oh, hello JP, how are you doing?
JP.
We are
Sorry,
riding
we're
my...
sleeping. No worries.
We're just, it's been playing for about 50 minutes now.
We have Dave's playing, I'm watching and also crocheting.
To be honest, with the opening of this game, it's pretty much the same. Each, it's just
Yeah.
cutscenes mainly. So that's all. I've just won the ceremony,
Yeah.
riding on my Loftwing, which we have named Gareth Bernard.
We have. We've tried out the controls for the sword.
The sword controls I really like with the right stick. I really, really like how it's done. That's a Metroidvania. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Dave loves Metroidvanias.
Hello, Sophie.
Hello, Jimmy. How's it going? How are you doing? Did you enjoy your birthday? How's Peyton?
Dead.
Basic magic. It's the good music. It's all good music.
Who's that?
But I like this one. It's B. Aww. She's vital though.
No, Link is vital.
Yeah, but she's also vital. You know it to be true.
Could Zelda be your companion instead?
Because you have to save her. JP says, coveted on the list recently, it was on sale. Oh, nice. He's lovely.
Ooh.
Have you played Tiny Lands?
That's the game you reviewed, wasn't it?
Tiny Lands. No.
I haven't watched your review of it yet. So is it? You said something about Spot the Difference, was it? Or
Tiny Lands.
I saw your
That was on your
thumbnail
list,
earlier.
I remember now.
But I saw you did a video earlier. I saw the thumbnail.
Tiny Lands, yes. Is it the Spot the Difference one? As Dave said. It's a puzzle game. That looks awesome. Yeah, I've not played it, but I you know how much I love hidden object games.
Labyrinth City.
Labyrinth City, which I loved, really good.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd enjoy it that much, but I
say
did.
loved in past tense, but I'm still enjoying it.
Oh, just gameplay,
Oh,
not
just
review.
gameplay.
Okay.
That's still cool though.
I will watch it. Don't worry.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've just been really busy today. Dave's obviously working and I'm finishing off a project, which is why I'm not talking too much at the moment. It's exciting though. I can't wait to finish it and show you guys, but it'll probably be a while till I show you guys because it's got to be sent to Chef first.
Jeffrey got his penguin though.
Yeah. Oh, the statue on your thing is the Loftwing and then the little kitty.
Oh yeah.
That's so cute.
Oh, speaking of that, yes.
So cute.
I feel like Dumbledore's come in my room though. A bit
Because
intrusive.
Dumbledore's the best. Except when he ignored you.
Yeah.
That was dumb. Get it? Dumbledore.
So it's night time.
Oh, Flower, you've played Tiny Lands. It's a very chill take on the Spot the Difference game. Interesting. Oh, that's awesome. I might have to give it a go. Oh, it looks really nice. Yeah, Flower, it's so chill, JP says. And no worries, I just want you guys to try it out. Yeah, I probably would like it. It looks awesome.
Is that on Switch?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, someone's calling me. Look at his eyes.
They got like 9 out of 10 on Steam. Nice. Nice one.
Okay, so now you see Fee there. There she is.
I
And
have to follow her.
yes.
Nice. The music's so good.
Okay, we're gonna see in a bit how much they've actually toned her down.
I love this music because it's on a compilation that I listen to when I'm really like struggling to sleep, and it helps me sleep. It's one of my favourite ones anyway.
Okay. There we go.
Oh no, is it bad? Oh, ooh, gross. Cats always do that. What? Why?
They turn evil at night.
I didn't realise that. Why?
No one likes them.
Oh cool, there's a treasure
Just
chest.
gets with the chest.
Treasuring chests. It's very good you woke it up. It's kind of your fault. It was sleeping soundly and you disturbed its precious slumber.
Oh no. Yeah, I would have preferred just, I keep saying this, maybe tap a button to get your sword out and tap it again to put it away.
Yeah.
And then then if you've not got your sword out, the right stick is just camera.
Oh, okay, sure.
That would have worked so much. It's just, yeah.
Is it really slow with the left stick?
No, it's fine. It's just annoying. I keep forgetting to hold L to move the camera. It just feels natural that the right stick should be move camera.
That is an odd choice, but I'm sure there was a reason why.
Because obviously they needed the right stick to be the sword because they have to do the precise angles for it. But that works well. The sword stuff works really well.
JB says, Dave, how does it feel with the Wiimote and without the Wiimote and actual buttons? We're using a Pro controller. Oh, sorry, Dave, you carry on. The question was aimed at you.
As I was saying just now, the right stick to swing the sword works fantastic. You just flick it in the direction and then copy that direction. Because sometimes with the Wii remote, you could get really into it and swing it at what you think's the right angle and it doesn't pick it up. Because you need to sort of do it in a more robotic way for it to work. Whereas here, so sometimes against Deku Babas, often I would swing it horizontal, but he swings it the wrong angle. Well, besides, but on here there can't be that issue because you're flicking the stick rather than your arm.
Yeah.
The only thing is, using the right stick and you move the camera, but you have to hold L to do that, and then the right stick becomes camera rather than sword. I've just preferred it to just press a button to bring your sword out and then it's the thing. But yeah, the sword controls work really well with the stick.
Nice.
I like that. And if you've got your sword out, you press in the right stick to do the stab motion. You just hold it in the direction for him to point it in that direction. That's how you do the Skyward Strike. There she is. Look at that thing with its no eyes.
It kind of reminds, you know, Atlantis, the Disney film.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when the princess in it.
But probably tomorrow's stream I'll play this with motion controls.
That'd be cool.
So I've done it. I plan to play most of this with button controls. Yeah, it really does work. It's something I'll get used to, but I'd rather press a button to get your sword out, button to put your sword away, if you've got your sword out, right stick swings. If you haven't got your sword out, right stick's camera. I'd much prefer that. But then I suppose this means you can move the camera while you've got your sword out.
Yeah.
I suppose that's why they've done it. But I'll get used to it. But the original Skyward Sword didn't have camera controls at all, so you know, so it's nothing needed. On Mario Kart 8 we will be doing that.
Yeah, we're just so we're going till 5:30, is that right?
Yeah, we'll do another hour and a half of this, then we'll have a break, and then 7 PM. But what I'll do, once this stream's ended, I'll schedule the Mario Kart stream. So it'll be great to see you there again.
Yeah, totally. And as before, we'll do it so that if there's too many of us, I can jump out and...
I'll say we haven't got Annika this week.
That's true.
But yeah, we can do just one of us.
Is it Fi or Fee?
It's Fi. I think it's Fi's in Hyrule Warriors, they call her Fi. So it's like Fee, Fi, Fo, Fun, that's what I think of it. But I always say Fee.
I kind of like Fee better, like Fiona,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, you can't figure out how to do polls where you've just passed. You need to do 1,000 subscribers, which you've just done.
Yes.
Then it takes about a week before you can do them. So what you do is on the top right where it says create and it says, you know, upload video or go live, there'll be a new option there saying create post.
Also, congratulations, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Super, super cool.
Joined us in the 1,000 club.
Yay.
Yeah, it took us it was 8 days before we were able to do polls
Yeah.
after we got 1,000.
Yes, you've got a cool sword now.
They've been partnered.
No way!
But like been monetized.
That's awesome.
So we haven't done that yet.
We haven't, no.
Chamber of the Sword. Very place where it was foretold a youth of legend. See, here's the thing. It makes me think that there could be a game set before this one, because they're talking about things like this, and like you could say, why did the islands go up in the sky? And maybe Breath of the Wild 2 will go full circle.
Yeah.
Hello, Minecraft.
Hello, Minecraft. How's it going? Are you having a lovely day? There's a heat wave where we are. Ooh. Well, it's been actually really pleasant today, hasn't it, Dave?
Yeah. That's a phase 1 born of the blade. Oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information, retention and transmission.
Retention.
It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. Well, over the generations, well, it happens within 5 minutes these days, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With social media and stuff, misinformation,
That's true.
like things getting missed out and stuff. It's so quick to hear something fourth or fifth hand, isn't it? And
Yeah.
obviously stories just naturally change every time someone tells it.
Like Chinese whispers.
Yeah.
Whispers.
Yeah, Chinese Whispers is just that, isn't it? I think that is a very good experiment, though, to have a group of people just whisper something in their ear and they pass it on. Then when it gets to the end,
Yeah.
what they say is different to what
Yeah.
it was originally said.
I think they used that when I was in primary school as an example of, like, you know,
miscommunication,
Yeah.
how things get distorted. But sometimes you'd get the odd ones that would just change things on purpose, just for a laugh.
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
that always happened. Because they knew what it was about. I think when it's
Yeah.
fresh.
So I remember one time in Cubs they did it with us,
Yeah.
and what the phrase was chicken noodles.
Nice.
What I got whispered in my ear was chicken and needles.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, and so it's said, but it's still,
Misinformation.
yeah, it's still distorted the truth, hasn't it? So Minecraft just got out of school. We've had a few people just get out of school, haven't we?
I hope you had a good day.
Link's about to get the costume.
And also, happy weekend, everyone. It's Friday.
Oh,
I forget it's Friday now because I've
Yeah.
not got anything to
I
do
forget.
yet.
I forget too because I work Saturdays.
Yeah, I know. You got the emerald tablet.
And then place
pretty
it
good.
about 2 feet away from where we are.
Really?
Yeah, why not just have it in there already?
Cool.
So this is basically opens up the forest area.
It's giving you a purpose, a role. Does it actually
But
open up the forest area?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Nice.
Skyward Strike works really well, guys. And it's easy, 'cause before you had to point the Wii remote up and it wouldn't always do that, but you're holding the stick up,
Yeah, yeah.
it's more reliable.
I think that was the only thing I liked about the motion controls was being able to actually do the Skyward Strike.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't enjoy them very much, which is sad. It's kind of like a map, isn't it?
Because some of them, there was a lot of activities in the game,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of actions that shouldn't have required motion controls.
Oh, yeah.
Like the birds, for example, used the pointer. Why couldn't we have just used the stick to steer it?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Like, yeah, the sword controls and stuff were great. Throwing the bombs felt great, you know, but it would have been nice to have had them be optional,
Yeah.
which now they are, so brilliant. It's kind of like Donkey Kong Country Returns forced you to shake the remote to do the roll or the ground pound in it,
Yeah.
but there was no option for button controls for it.
Oh, that's sad.
Then the 3DS version came out and that was all button controls and it showed, yeah.
They could.
Yeah. We have Caesar187 here. Hello, welcome.
Might cope this, waiting on the Neo World Ends with you.
Oh, cool. When's that out? Today?
Let me Google. Is it on Switch?
Yeah. It was on. Was that on DS before? It's an RPG, I think.
Yeah, 2021. I don't know if it's out today though.
I've been seeing it in the coming soon.
Yeah, 27th of July, so next week.
Next week.
On
oh,
Tuesday.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's like 2 weeks away. Yeah, it's a week and a half away.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I bet you're excited
Cool.
for that. I swear I've heard that before.
Yeah, someone mentioned it a few weeks ago in the
Is it
stream.
on the thingy already?
The eShop.
Yeah.
It's on. Yeah, it's on the coming soon section.
Oh, nice. That's really cool. Is it time sync? It says action RPG.
Probably, yeah.
It's
This,
exciting,
this game here is as time sinky as I go usually,
Yes.
and this is more straightforward. So we're about to get to where the game really begins,
Yeah.
and I've been taking my time a bit with it just because we've been chatting and stuff.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, you watched our In Rays of the Light review.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
Yeah, we didn't get very far because of the
The
flashiness.
the game is just so boring. You nailed it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it even then, but we got to that bit in the basement area and the lights kept flashing and
Yeah,
it made me feel ill. Made me feel ill. I just couldn't.
I don't know whether that was because of like the version or I have no idea, but yeah. It was proper flashy. Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Oh yeah, grew up on that World Ends With You coming out on PS4 and Switch.
Here he is. He's in the style of Skyward Sword, but as I was saying earlier, you go into Skyloft, you can see all the stuff in the distance, but in the Wii version, anything in the distance was really blurry, but now it's not. That just adds, yeah, that just looks.
So you have no idea about these sorts of things.
Yeah, I mean,
Dave's in charge of that.
I personally saw them side by side. I couldn't tell you what was 30, what was 60,
Oh, I see.
but some people can.
That's pretty cool. Skill to have.
So I remember Glenn on the Glenn on Switch Up said that he described the game at running at 60, and people in the comments were saying, "You said it was 60, but it's clearly in 30." They were saying, to which Glenn said that's because his capture card software only captures 30.
That's insane. I had no idea. That's so cool that someone can look at that. The adventure pouch. What all
It's
good
4
adventurers.
adventures. It's 4 things in it. So one of them is your shield.
You've never played this one, Caesar?
Yeah, let's say this one came out 10 years ago. I loved it on the Wii. It's very divisive. Some people didn't like the motion controls, but they're optional now. The button controls so far have been working really well.
JP says the movement and slow turning are painfully unnecessary.
Yeah, we're talking about in Rays of the Light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So what I'll do, I'll show you here. Look, I mean, oh no, don't you dare! This was the biggest problem with the game, interrupting you all the time.
Interrupting feed.
Like, you can see further without it being blurry. Like those islands over there, they don't look blurry. Whereas before, it was like there was a haze. Before.
It's like so pretty, the colours.
I'm gonna save it now. There is an auto save in this one as well, but I'll do a proper save. You're not keen to play it again anyway. I don't think I saved it.
I thought you did on the bird statue, right?
I think I just said no. I got a shield. So I was about to go and buy the shield from the thing. So now what I can do is this can break the shield.
Yeah.
But you can upgrade it. Because it's just holding it up.
What games have you played? Zelda games have you played, Caesar? And anyone?
Link Spike says...
Link Spike, I love it. Congrats on clips option added to videos and streams. Oh yeah, I saw that.
What does that do?
So people can make clips and clips of our streams,
Oh, cool.
like their favourite bits.
This comes into play later.
Yeah.
I noticed I can do polls in the chat now.
Did you get it too? You can be clipping the crud out of your puns. Go for it.
Oh, please, if you want to, do it. I didn't know, so other people can do it.
Yeah, they can do it on Twitch, so I think YouTube are following, is that right?
Yeah, YouTube just copy what other people do.
Oh yeah, totally.
Rather just like any business does, you know. Imitation's the sincerest form of flattery.
Actually, I'm pretty excited because I want to show I haven't showed my mum that Uncharted where Maury made me absolutely cry with laughter.
Yeah.
So I'll make a clip of that.
Oh, that'd be cool, because I did a highlight reel of the first video of Uncharted 2, just because there were so many funny moments in there.
Yeah.
I didn't do it first. So here's what you do. You look down, and then you can dive.
Oh, nice.
And then you go to the surface.
You did get clips too. Awesome.
That's weird.
You can make
that
clips
it's,
of your videos. Good. JP, have you got that as well?
it's weird that it's doing this. I'm pretty sure it just loaded straight away last time when you did that.
This is cool. You can, well, I say float. Drop down. So cool.
Yeah. We get to see Impa soon. All spoilers.
Shh.
The old lady, I mean.
The old lady, there we go.
I suppose people that play Breath of the Wild, Impa in Breath of the Wild's just the same as this old lady.
Absolutely.
Oh, Caesar says best Zelda he's played was Twilight Princess for the GameCube.
Yes. I love Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
It's
My
such a good one.
my favourite is Ocarina of Time. It always will be. It's the
love
first one I
Ocarina.
played.
Ocarina's the first one I played.
3D. You played 3D.
Oh,
Was
okay,
your, yeah.
the 3D one. But even so, it's
Yeah.
still Ocarina.
Yeah, Ocarina and Majora's are my two favourites, the two N64 ones. But then I suppose I'll put Twilight Princess right as probably third place, but Link Between Worlds will be up there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering they're my top four, and I'm like, that's why I sort of tell people, you know, Breath of the Wild, is that even in my top 5 of Zelda games? I'll probably put Breath of the Wild in at number 5.
That's pretty good. Sorry, I was counting stitches.
Good Talk says Ocarina as well.
Yes. Ocarina's good.
Yeah, Annika's back. Hello.
Hello, Annika.
Caesar says the story was amazing and just kept going. Loved it. Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, this
wow.
game though, Skyward Sword, this has an amazing story for us. Here we go. Here we go. Still having trouble with it. I think it's because they're closing their mouths really quickly. Yeah, it's a bit more consistent than with the Wii remotes. So you have to slice them.
Jake says, is that you, Annika? I love Breath, but it's not my fave Zelda either. I love the look of it, I just couldn't get into the open world part of it. It was just too big and too leaves you on your own. And I just really like the linear games. And I'm a bit lazy in that sense as well.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks, yeah, of course. Annika says, what's your fave? So you know mine's, well, Twilight Princess and then Wind Waker. Can't believe I'm saying that. Because I was like die-hard Wind Waker HD fan, wasn't I? And now I'm
You
like...
were. That's just because you played it first.
And then I played Twilight Princess and like, wow, blew me away. What about you guys?
JP.
JP says, Ocarina I rented for a week from the video store as a child. Loved it so much I kept it a week late and beat it twice before I got my own copy of the game. Best N64 game for me was Banjo. Nice.
Banjo-Kazooie is my favourite game of all time.
Indeed.
Absolutely love that game.
I know this to be true.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I really enjoyed ukulele as well. Because I just long for games like that. They sort of became rare. Sort of became rare.
Oh,
You know,
thank
like,
you. JP shared our stream on your Discord.
Oh,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
That's awesome.
because the oh no, I've got to go down there first. haven't I? Would I stream Metroid Dread? Yes.
100%.
Simple answer. Any Nintendo first-party title I will stream on the day. So cut out games coming out. So they usually come out Fridays. So they would probably replace the Mario Kart stream that week when they have whichever game Nintendo games, the big games that come out. And so WarioWare will stream the day it comes out.
I'm super excited for that.
There's that Cruise and Blast. We'll stream that.
Yes.
There's Sonic Colors Ultimate, Monkey Ball,
Yes, I'm very excited.
Metroid Dread, Mario Party Superstars.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh, wait, I meant to do this.
Will your brother come around and stream that?
Oh yes, he will. I'll make sure he does.
That's our like thing as well. It was your thing and then I came along.
You want to see us get to over 10k then 100k ASAP?
And you too.
Yeah, you too. I think we'll do this journey together, JP.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, Gruntilda, what a mean witch she was.
She was such a good villain.
Talked in rhymes.
Yes. I can skip the tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You had to watch that
That's
tutorial.
so exciting.
Oh, that she's
Oh,
telling me
wait.
now anyway. So what
Gosh
you do
darn
is
it.
you have to do that, and then oh man, this is better. Then it's sort of do that. So I'm choosing. So now it just sort of tells me where Zelda is. But it's like up that way. So yeah, we'll get back up there. So oh man. You can skip tutorials.
Huzzah. I like when you go up in the updraft.
Okay, oh, you're going to upload your audio clip. Fantastic.
Yes.
You're the last one I need out of the people that want to be in it.
That'd be so cool.
That's cool.
We've just got one more clip to get, don't we?
Yeah, but I will. That won't take long to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Sunday morning. That's when I make the video.
Yeah, go for it.
And so basically, I won't give it away. Some people know. Some people are. I'm gonna be doing a video on Wednesday. I'm gonna put it as a premiere on Wednesday, 6 p.m. BST. That was the old lady.
Yeah.
But I've got some cameos from a few other YouTubers in it. It's going to be fun. I've been working on it for a long time, this one.
Yeah, you've been working
I
on
wrote
it.
the script about 5 months ago.
It's going to be exciting.
When I stream Pokemon, I'm not, I don't know, because I'm not 100% sure. If you want to get it, we'll get it. But I don't know if I'll stream it because that's a really long one. Maybe I will, but if I did, it would be in the same manner of this, where I'll just be whenever doing it, you know.
Yeah.
But the Legends Arceus, definitely.
I want to get Pearl.
Pearl, yeah.
Also, my mum just got a car and named it Pearl.
That's nice.
So it was meant to be
Shining Pearl.
Shining Pearl. Of course. I think my little brother's getting Brilliant Diamond. I'll
Yeah.
have to ask him first.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
He's
Did he told you?
I mean, a lot
He
of
talks to you
people.
more than he talks to me.
A lot of people always get the first.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to trade a Ditto, don't you?
Yes. Soren does. Can
I'm
we trade a
excited to
Ditto?
see
Of
it, good
course.
talk, yeah.
Absolutely. We can like liaise, and I can like share. What's it called?
Trade.
There we go. We can trade stuff with my little brother, and we can get.
Is there anything you need in Sword and Shield?
Oh yeah, is there? Because you completed it, didn't you, Dave?
The base game, yeah, not the DLC.
But my little brother's completed the DLC.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Do you need the DLC to trade DLC?
No.
No. Sneakers.
But they don't appear on the Pokédex if you don't have DLC.
Really?
You can have them, but they're not catalogued.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
But I think people don't care
that
about
makes sense. Yeah.
about filling a you know. But yeah, I did fill the Pokédex on the base game.
Nice.
Spent a long time doing that.
I know you did. Hey Zane, how you going?
Hello.
How you going? How you doing? There we go.
You have the DLC, okay. I mean,
Nice.
I did stream the DLC a while ago, didn't I? So this place of you can place markers like.
What, on the map?
I just did.
Hey, Mr. Cat.
You need a Pokemon there, we can do a raid or something. Yeah, I've just not been that interested in doing the DLC. I do own the DLC, but it's just because the legendaries they don't show up on the Pokédex apparently.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm like, oh wait, she told me to get her chest first.
Where is it to?
Oh, I'm meeting. I think there's a Goron here or something.
Oh, I like on your shield. It's like a Loftwing foot claw.
I Have I played it before this game? Yeah, I played it on the Wii a few times. But I'm playing it with button controls this time. I'm just going to go find this chest that she told me about. So there's a chest in this room. Is it through here?
What's your favourite Zelda, Zane? We're just talking about our favourite Zeldas.
So mine was Ocarina, Sophie's is Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Where is this chest? She told me there was a chest.
It's in her abnormally large hat.
It's her tent. She wears a tent.
I know.
Don't you wear a tent sometimes?
Yes, I do.
I just smashed her pots in frustration.
How dare you?
She promised me a chest. Where is this chest?
On the star.
Is that it?
I think. No,
There it
that's
is.
Is that a chest? Wow, that looked like a little wicker basket.
Oh, it's a potion.
Nice. What does the potion do?
Potionizes me.
Amazing.
Fills up
The technology.
things. Yes.
Yes,
I'm going to
yeah.
stream this tomorrow afternoon, and I will use motion controls tomorrow. But for now, I wanted to just try. I want to play this mostly button controls, but I will. So obviously, I am going to be writing the review for Switch Up early next week, so I'd best try out the motion controls.
Yeah, definitely. And that's with the Joy-Con, yeah, is that right?
Yeah. Ah, I was just flicking the stick there. So what you do here, they hold their swords in a certain way, so you've got to make sure you don't hit their swords. And honestly, this is actually a lot easier to get it managed without, because obviously sometimes, because it's quicker, I'd say it's quicker to flick the stick than swing your arm. Still, they're still countering it, because a lot of the time they just move with how you do it.
Oh, it's the Gorn!
Yeah.
I like it. I did not expect to run into it.
Oh, it goes a bit Studio Ghibli in a bit.
Oh, does that actually?
Yeah. You'll know what I'm talking about when we see it.
I honestly can't remember this part. I just remember your
I think you'd
princess is in an
stopped.
old
I
castle.
think you weren't really watching me at this point.
I wasn't.
Hey!
Hurry, bud. I'm Gorko the Goron. That was a good Gorko accent.
I love the goddess far up in the sky. It's called Skyloft. They do sound like Toad from Mario. Those bokoblins.
Oh,
Are
like
they
that.
bokoblins? I don't know.
They kind of do look like bokoblins. They're probably not. Would you like some water?
I'd love some water.
Here you go.
You take over for it.
Aqua. The whole
Just for
thing
the
sounds a little crazy, I know, but I for one believe it to be true. Otherwise, why would all these statues be here all over the place? It is a real head scratcher, bud.
It's a noodle scratcher.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, that sounds like I have a fellow connoisseur of ancient cultures here. Alright, bud, you had better brace yourself because I'm about to blow your mind. So get this. People live on the Sky Island, and they get around by flying on the backs of huge birds that are way bigger than birds down
And
here.
I named my bird Gareth Bernard.
Up there, everyone reveres the goddess and the residents of all the islands in the sky, live in a perfect society, totally free of conflict or unhappiness. Now, we know that to be untrue because of Bruce.
Okay, so Zane says he didn't play a lot of Zelda, but he would say NES or Link's Awakening.
Oh, nice. I played the new one on the Switch. It was nice.
Oh, the Link's Remakening.
Link's
yeah.
Remakening,
Yeah, it's good. I've played Link's Awakening DX,
Yeah.
the Game Boy Color one.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was really good.
That's so good.
Yeah, I think I've played every Zelda game, I think, except for the CDI ones. And I haven't
yes.
played
I remember you
Four
telling me
Swords
about them.
Adventures either. Yeah, I think I've played all of the main ones anyway.
Oh, hi David. How's it going? How
Hello.
you doing?
Hello, Casual Passion. How you
Casual
doing?
Casual Passion is Christina.
Oh, hello, Christina.
Hello, Christina. How you doing? Which did you played? Oh, is that for? Which ones have we played? So yeah, everyone. You said everyone apart from.
Yeah. Four Swords Adventures
CD.
I haven't played. The CDI ones
CDI,
aren't
that's
really official, so
I played Link's Remakening,
yeah.
Wind Waker HD, Ocarina of Time on the 3DS.
Did you beat Link's Awakening?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I remember you got far into
Remember,
it.
I could name my character Toot McGee.
Yeah, I remember you playing it. I didn't think you'd beaten it though.
I did, yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good one, but the ending made me sad.
Yeah.
What else did I play? Oh, Link to the Past. I loved that one. That was a great one. Was it Link to the Past? No, Link Between Worlds.
Oh.
Link Between Worlds. I
The
played.
Link Between Worlds was amazing.
I loved Link Between Worlds. Obviously, Twilight Princess. I've said. I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, but I haven't finished it. I got too overwhelmed by the sheer enormity of it, so I stopped. But I watched Dave play it, and that's basically like playing it. No, I'm joking. David said, "Did you know novels and video games don't seem to copyright claim each other?"
Did not
Novels
know
and
that.
Video games. Novels and video. Is that a pun? If not, that's interesting. Christina says, "Hello, I'm doing great. I'm really glad you're doing great." David said, "How does this game involve a novel? A famous writer wrote a book named Skyward 2 years ago."
Ah.
Really? It's interesting. Zane said, "I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild and Oracle Ages and Seasons."
It's the Game Boy Color ones. We have them on the 3DS Virtual Console.
Oh.
That was the one where they both, the Capcom made those.
Yeah.
They both released on the same day.
Yeah,
And like when you beat one of them, they're both completely different games,
Yeah, yeah.
but run on the same engine. But when you beat one, they're both self-contained games as well. But when you beat one, it gives you a password. If you type that password at the beginning of the other one,
yeah.
then certain dialogue changes to make it a sequel to the first one.
No way.
And then you get a secret ending after you've beaten both of them.
That's awesome.
I found that.
I also played Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it. I want to finish it. Spirit Tracks I started and I got annoyed at Zelda and I stopped.
Yeah. See,
You
I
didn't like Link
liked
Between
I
Worlds?
liked both of those. I preferred Spirit Tracks to Phantom
No,
Hourglass.
that's fair.
Oh, look, a map.
Annika says, "I didn't like Link Between Worlds." I really liked it. I thought it was just, I really liked that going along the walls part. And then the little character, like a stained glass character.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't played Link to the Past, I don't think. Have I played Link to the
I think
Past?
I've never beaten Link to the Past.
But I
I've
really
gotten to the end of it, but I've just never beaten it. Same with Minish Cap. I got to the end of that, but I haven't beaten it.
Yeah!
Minish Cap is good.
We used to play that in Weatherspoons.
Yeah. That was like, we used to go to Weatherspoons every morning. No, every sort of once a week.
Every morning, every
And-
Sunday,
Yeah, Minish Cap was while we were waiting, just
Yeah.
sort of play.
which was fun.
Oh wow, okay, so using the stick to do that rather than swing is, again, it's just because I'm a bit lazy with this. Not having to swing is good.
Thinking back to the 3DS, I really loved when you used to buy those, you get play points for walking and you'd buy those little puzzle pieces.
Yeah,
They were
I
so
got
cool.
so, here's the Ghibli bit coming up.
I remember that bit.
This is the Ghibli bit.
Look at it. Oh, it's so cute. It's like a kiwi.
Yeah. Hello Ken, we mentioned you earlier, didn't
Hi,
we?
Ken. Yeah, we did. Wait, did we?
I don't remember. I think we did.
I think so.
We talk about you a lot, so you know.
We do.
Zane didn't like Breath of the Wild. Ooh, hot take there.
No, I understand. It's not that I didn't like it, I like the look of it, I just... It was overwhelming. Oh, sorry, Christina says... Oh, you cannot copyright words like Skyward.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Christine says, I'm waiting for my Skyward Sword Joy-Con to arrive.
I
That's
never
so
got round to
cool.
ordering that. I think it's too late for me now.
That's amazing. You'll have to do a video, Christina. I'd love to see it, that'd be awesome. Annika says, if the only similar thing is the word Skyward, then there is nothing Nintendo could do. Yeah, that makes sense. Ken says, I've got this sitting next to me to play as soon as I get off work. Awesome, that's so cool.
We are spoilering you.
We are spoilering you. Have you played it before, Ken? Oh yes, and also, what's your favourite Zelda? If you don't mind us asking.
It's a bit of a personal question, I suppose.
Yeah.
You can't just ask someone what their favourite Zelda is.
Of course not. They could say Spirit Tracks. No, I'm joking. I do want to play through Spirit Tracks properly. I got annoyed at Zelda that one time. Right at the start.
Alright, you're welcome, Ken. Yeah, we felt bad. We felt bad. We had to leave. It was just getting really late, and I was knackered. So I was like, we thought, well, we'll send some people your way to make up for our absence.
That's so cool, though. It looks like a funny game.
Oh.
I like playing Farming Simulator. I mean, I know it's not the same, but I like, going around and fulfilling quests in a tractor. I'd like to ride a real tractor one day. David said, oh, alright, I just noticed stuff like that and I think of how weird it is. Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's interesting though, I'd like to see what the book was about.
What's a Zelda?
What's a Zelda?
I don't know who this girl is. Cool Quee!
Oh, nice! Christina said, I just checked, they shipped it. I might get it in 2 days. Amazing.
Oh, I wish I'd. I mean, are they still available?
I don't know, we have to have a look.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too. Ken said, nah, maybe about an hour total. My favourite Zelda. Maybe Link to the Past. Yes.
That's a popular one.
That is a popular one. Zelda 1 is super nostalgic for me. I've been playing Zelda since Zelda 1. That's awesome.
I played Zelda 1 at the wrong time.
I didn't play. The first one I played was Ocarina.
If you watch my
my
video top 10 NES games, you'll sort of see. I do include it on the list, but not too high. And it's because I played it at the wrong time. The first time I played it was on the Zelda collection on the GameCube, so the GameCube controller is not good for NES games. The D-pad is tiny and the stick's not great,
Oh, that sucks.
So, yeah. I had a bad first impression of it. I enjoy it more on like the Switch and the 3DS.
Oh yeah, because it's on the Virtual Console.
Yeah, it's on Switch Online.
Oh, sorry. Why do I keep saying Virtual Console?
It's pretty much is the Virtual Console.
One second.
Water Music's here.
Hello, Water Music. I saw your video the other day. I really, really enjoyed the music. It was great. And also the one with the Jurassic Park and your dog. That made me laugh so much. Zane says, I'm not the biggest fan of open world games. I like linear games. You're preaching to the choir.
The thing is, I overall prefer linear games, and that's more... I very much enjoy open world games, but it's more of a... I don't have time for them.
No, that's fair. You like linear games more, honestly, so I'm excited to get Skyward one day. It looks like a game I would enjoy.
Do I?
Definitely. I really, really hope they bring Twilight Princess.
Oh, I have to click the left stick in
Oh, nice.
to use the shield. Okay.
Fatality. David said, I love these games, they make me creative. Oh, nice! Are you going to be creating whilst you watch? I'm currently creating as I watch.
Yeah, so people that haven't played this yet and they're wondering if they want to, I'm going to be streaming the entire thing. We have a second channel called SaveDex Live Streams. I will be putting all these live streams on there, so I don't like to keep these on this channel. Just because it makes our other videos hard to find.
But we do keep the Uncharted ones on there.
Yeah, I mean, I might put them over on the other channel eventually.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so SaveDex Live Streams is a channel that we have.
Yeah.
I've been going a bit out of order with them. It also doesn't really matter too much.
Christine's saying this game is so cute. It's just really pretty. I love, like, you know, on the floor in the forest, you see the leaves like layered down. They just look really pretty.
I think I've gone here a bit too early.
Or maybe.
I don't know. There we go.
And you see, like on the
There's one
shrubbery on the wall, you can see like the layered effect. I
Found
really
another
like that.
one.
Oh, they're so cute. It's got like a little mohawk, Mohican. What Music says, awesome. Skyward Sword is a good game. It really is.
Yeah.
David said, oh, what's your favourite Zelda game? What Music? David said, it's sci-fi. I've never read it, but I watched lots of reviews on it on YouTube. Oh, okay.
Hello, Peyton.
Nice. Also, David, what's your favourite Zelda? I don't think I've asked. Ken said, Zelda 1, LTTP.
Link to the past.
Oh, sorry. Ocarina, Link's Awakening, Link Between Worlds, and Breath of the Wild are my top tier Zelda games. Nice. That's a good
They're definitely
good list.
No one has said Wind Waker so far.
I know.
Sophie's sad about that.
I understand. I love Wind Waker, but you know.
I
Oh,
like
Annika
it
said-
okay, but I didn't like it back in the day.
No, that's fair. Annika said, I played every Zelda. Nice.
Nice.
You're the Zelda queen.
I'm missing just one.
Really?
It's Four Swords Adventures is the only one I've got played.
Oh yeah, because I got you Triforce Series, didn't I?
Yeah, I have Triforce here. That was fun. For what it was.
Ken says, yeah, I don't think you can really go back to Zelda 1 now and love it like I loved it when it... Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like the original Metroid. You can't go back to that unless you played it back in the day. Just the fact there's no map in the original Metroid.
What?
Yeah.
What? No map? David says, sweet, sweet auto-tune. What Music says, ha, thanks for that. No worries. How do they plant things taste? How do they plant things taste?
Where's that?
Oh, those things.
One of them said, "Am I taste terrible?" Oh, they taste terrible. That's your answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got this thing here. Though.
I reckon they taste like... I don't know.
See how this goes.
Like kale. Go. Oh. I was expecting more.
How do I throw it is the question.
What is pouch mean?
I'll show you in a sec. Oh, okay. You hold you down, you can just choose something for your pouch. It's just what R does.
Oh, interesting.
I've put my shield away now.
Okay, so I think what you have to do is pick it up and then drop it so it rolls.
I know, but I think you used to be able to throw them by swinging the remote.
Maybe flip the...
Oh, wait, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Said asked to throw, okay.
Well, that was exciting.
So do I have to...
Oh, sorry, Annika said, how did they plant things taste? What Music said, Ocarina Time Forever.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
That's my favourite one, that.
It is a good one. That's the first one I played on 3DS though. Hi Peyton, how you doing? I don't think I said hi. Christine says hi to Peyton. Camo says it's hard to pick a favourite Zelda game when I have yet to finish one. No, that's
It's
fair
like
enough.
choosing a favourite child, isn't it?
Yes. David said, I've never played Breath of the Wild, probably Link's Awakening. I've not played as many. That's alright.
That's alright. I mean,
Link's
you
Awakening's
don't,
good.
you don't have to have beaten any. What ones have you enjoyed playing out of the ones you have?
Like, I really liked, not the one I didn't like. I liked Phantom Hourglass, but I haven't completed it. But I'd like to. Alex says, why did you never played Four Swords Adventure?
I didn't buy it because when it was out on the GameCube, there was this whole thing about you needing to like have the Game Boy. I didn't own the Game Boy Advance, and there was something about connectivity with it and multiplayer, and I thought I'm not going to get the full experience from it.
Yeah.
Okay, using the left stick to balance is better than using the Wii remote.
Oh, nice! This is so cool.
You have to use it, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna fall. You got the hook. JP says, "Hey, little man." Christina says, "Your voice makes this game even cuter." Oh, What, mine or Dave's?
Assuming yours.
Well, thank you. David says, hi, good talk. And JP says hi to Christina. Annika says, if someone want to eat me, I would say that I will taste terrible too. Yeah, me
I
too.
think you all would, wouldn't you?
I'd be like, I don't taste very good. Don't eat me. Chrissy says hi to JP. Alex says, so not a trustworthy source. It's true.
What isn't it?
As in if someone would say
Oh,
to
yeah.
you, yeah. Payton says hi to Christina and to JP. Flower says, Ocarina of Time is when the whole timeline got split into 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yes.
I never understood the whole Link's defeated timeline, because I understand the whole child and adult one, because Link changes things in the past.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, he warns Zelda about Ganondorf straight away.
Nice.
So obviously you got 2 done, but I don't understand why there's one, because surely every Zelda game could have a timeline where he's defeated.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on.
Caesar says I'm back. Welcome back. Just beat Celeste yesterday. Amazing indie title. Wow.
Celeste,
Oh,
isn't it?
Celeste.
Yeah, I love Celeste.
The music in that is just insane. Ken says, I think I loved Breath of the Wild so much because it was basically what Zelda 1 was trying to be in its own way. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do like the openness of it. But another thing about Breath of the Wild, when I first beat it, it was like over 65 hours. And for me, that sort of makes it not replayable. Because I'm like, it's just too big a time sink. As a child, that wouldn't have bothered me. But as a busy adult with a lot more games, and it wasn't too much of a problem at the beginning when the Switch didn't have all that many games. But now the Switch has millions of games.
So many, oh my gosh.
And yeah, we keep getting games for free to review as well. So in itself is very time consuming.
And amazing.
Yeah.
So
Obviously,
get
we
to
love doing what we do, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, totally. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, you guys keep speaking. It's good, thank you. Caesar's, oh sorry, Water Music says, same story for me about 4 swords, didn't have all the gizmos to go with it. No, it's fair. It's difficult when games like require extra bits, don't they?
Them trying to crawl away from me.
It's like the VR, like there's some games, I mean I probably need to get into VR at all, but like there's some games that are available that I think, oh no, it's only available in VR. Don't eat him, he's just a wee.
It tastes nice, I hear.
No, he tastes awful.
Been discovered.
David said, Celeste is so sweet, did you do the extras too? And Caesar says, nope. And David said, well, there's a huge game left. Yeah, you said side B or side C or something like that.
Yeah.
Annika says, it's just because Wind Waker blew up the timeline. Does that actually
Blows up the timeline.
Interesting. I need to look at, Dave's got these beautiful books, like, they're like, I wouldn't say they're encyclopedias. What are they?
One of them's an encyclopedia.
They're sort of encyclopedias.
One of them's Hyrule Historia, the other one's an artwork one.
Yeah, yeah. And one's an artifacts one, which is really cool.
Arts and Artifacts, that's what it's called, yeah.
Cody says to Caesar, congrats, did you do the B-side? See, there we go, that's the one. And yeah, David says it's still fantastic, Cody. Flower says, I can only imagine it was because of the time mucked around with the time travel and the game mechanic. Yes, yeah.
So time travel does muck a lot of things up.
It does.
Look what happened, like, obviously...
Back to the Future. I was going to say Futurama then.
I'd say the MCU delved into it, and then you've got
Yes.
Loki, which I'm finding Loki a bit confusing.
We've got one more episode to
We've
go.
got one more, yeah.
Oh, do you want to watch it with dinner? Let's watch it with dinner.
I'd rather watch it with you.
Yeah, I know. Alex says, hi Cody. And Cody says, oops, already answered. Hey there, Annika. And Caesar says, yeah, I'm playing catch up on... Oh, sorry. I'm playing catch up, so just wanted to finish main story to move on to Ori and the Will of the Wisp. That's the second one, right?
That's I don't need to buy that on the Switch because I've got Game Pass.
Oh yeah, it's on Game Pass. We need to finish Ori, the first one.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Alex says, new name, Old Shark. Of
I'm
course.
trying to get across to the Elder there. I don't know how.
David says, don't start on Ori yet. The Celeste farewell is brilliant. Minecraft Source Enemy, hello again. Can't wait to purchase the Uncharted PS5 remastered full collection.
Oh, they're doing that?
What?
Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh,
I bet that's going to look amazing as well.
I've just bought an Xbox Series S, so no PS5 for quite a while.
Super sad. No, I'm joking. We're pretty happy with what we've
I
got.
mean, I was happy to just stick with Switch from now on, but then Game Pass was too tempting.
Game Pass happened.
I've been playing nothing but Perfect Dark on it though.
Cody says, I've played both Oris. Liked the first one significantly more. Story felt more heartfelt and less forced to me. Oh.
How do I get across there? So I know you use the slingshot to get that down, but I think he gives you the slingshot now.
David says, if you stop playing it at the moment and pick it up after a few months, it'll take you more time. Is that Celeste, yeah? I find that with games, if you're into the rhythm of it. Oh my god, Cody scared me then. I was like, oh my god! Alex says, it blow up the timeline because it was the prequel to... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. 1 second. ALTTP. A Link to the Past. There we go. It blew up the timeline because it was the prequel to A Link to the Past, but when Wind Waker was a sequel and no one knew how to put a fitting timeline, so timeline split. Oh, I see what you mean.
I mean, it made sense that, you know, the adult side, when, like, the adult Zelda sends Link back in time, but then child Link at the end of Ocarina warns Zelda about Ganondorf, so Ganondorf gets stopped before he can start. So that creates an alternate reality, essentially. So that's how sort of Wind Waker and, say, Twilight Princess are in different timelines. But the fact that the Link to the Past one is where, like, Link died in Ocarina of Time, that makes no sense to go, you know.
Oh, it makes me sad.
Because the other two, the child and adult timelines, they coexist together fine.
Yeah.
But the Downfall timeline doesn't.
We'll have to read the book. Ken says, team meeting. Got to pretend to work. Be back in a bit. Good luck with your team meeting.
We're a team.
Yeah. Doc Cameron says the MCU couldn't even respect its own established rules, to be honest. They never do. They just like make up the rules as they go along. Cody says 16. This is what scared me. 16 watching, 13 likes. We've got you surrounded. Come up with your thumbs up.
I love it.
Thank you, Cody. Minecraft Source Enemy says all the games for £80. Wow.
That's the Uncharted.
Nice. Yes.
Does that include the Vita one?
Oh, that'd be so cool. Cosmos asks, is it better with the Joy-Cons, Dave? So we haven't tried with the Joy-Cons yet.
Tomorrow's stream will be Joy-Cons.
Yeah. Wow, he's got a big moustache.
And I'll be streaming it. I'll be aiming to stream it at 3 o'clock tomorrow, same time as today, which obviously Saturday, so school shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So, but,
unless you're busy, which totally understand.
But the general rule for these streams is just I'm gonna do it whenever.
Yeah.
But I will try to give like an hour's notice when I schedule them. Something like that. So just keep an eye out. I mean, it's just so I can have footage of the game. That's why I'm streaming it.
Yeah.
And obviously to share it with you.
Share you guys.
If I'm going to be playing it anyway.
Oh, Annika says you need to enter the tree if I remember right.
Yeah, I will do.
David says, by a few, I mean 1k to 2k more deaths in Celeste. Cody says, that's more like it. Carry on. Carry on as you were. I died over 400 times on one Celeste B-side. Whoa, Cody, that's a lot. JP says, rolling on the floor laughing. Ruffle. David says, which B-side? JP says, I think I had nearly 1,000 to 100,000 100,000, that's a lot. 1,500 deaths in Cuphead, Cody. Wow, that's a lot. How many deaths did you have, Dave?
On what?
On Cuphead.
2.
2? No, I'm joking, that's not real.
I don't know, does it count your deaths?
I think it must do.
I don't remember.
Cody says the second or third one. And I still haven't played Cuphead. No way.
You haven't played Cuphead.
Have
Wow.
you heard Dear Dave's beaten it? I did not know that.
Since
Oh, careful. Jostle.
I fell dead.
Careful of them. David
Ah.
said the final seaside is pain. Pure pain. Plus the DLC. Oh my gosh, there's so much jam-packed inside. JP says, yeah, a few times I heard that. Oh, we have to go for the trifecta. I've said map. Oh no, we have. We've said Tom
By
Hanks
the
as
way,
well.
guys, I like Tom Hanks.
Everyone loves Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks should play Link in the Zelda movie.
And
Do
then...
you like this guy's bum?
Wow, it does look very bum-like.
He's shaking it now.
Minecraft vs Enemy says, no, the Vita Uncharted isn't there. Oh, that's kind of sad. Because I heard it's a very good one.
Yeah, the only sort of problem with it is, much like this game here on the Wii, it forces things like the Vita, because the Vita had sort of touch screen and
Oh yeah, it's
things
the
like
back
that,
one,
the
doesn't
back
it?
pad, and the Uncharted game on there sort of enforced that.
Oh, that's kind of
Like
sad.
little gimmicky things like that.
Yeah. It'd be good to have a choice with those sorts of things rather than enforcing it.
I will say the combat in this, it's quicker and works better, but it doesn't feel as satisfying.
JP says there's a well on Island 2 that will tell you your death count. Interesting, I didn't know that. Caesar said, how many chapters after main game in Celeste?
2. I don't know.
I don't know either. David says, Oshiro is a pain too. What's that, David? I haven't actually played Celeste. I watched Dave play it.
Celeste is awesome.
Did you get all the strawberries as well? Has anyone got all the strawberries?
How do I get this bird down, Sophie?
You have to roll into the tree. Yay! It's like a hedgehog kiwi. Speaking of hedgehogs, we got a hedgehog in our garden, don't we, Dave?
Yeah.
We named it
Mr. Hedgehog.
Lord Hedgingtons of Hedgery. And Heggy Bread. And Hegs Benedict. Doc Hammett says it's crazy when Zelda makes you miss the good Tomb Raider games. Yes.
We're going to be streaming the newer Tomb Raider games at some point.
What's the good Tomb Raiders, Doc Hammett?
We've got Resident Evil 7 to do
Yes,
after Uncharted.
I'm super excited for
haven't we?
Resi. Well, I'm not super excited, I'm super scared, but
Me too.
I really want to play it, because sometimes being scared is fun.
Bulbasaur, Kiwi.
Bulbasaur Kiwi, I love it.
Yeah,
That's so true.
Cody's leaving.
Oh, alright, Cody.
He's got better things to do than us.
Have fun with your work calls, and speak to you later. Thank you. You enjoy your day, rest of your day.
Yes, so it's coming up to evening for us. So we're going to stream for another half an hour, guys. And then tomorrow...
Sorry. It really is, isn't it, Zoovball?
What?
Zoovball.
Heggy bread is
Heggy
the
bread.
top thing.
Yeah. I came up with a few, but that was my favourite, Heggy bread. I don't know where he is at the moment. Probably in the shrubbery, chilling.
But he's disobeying the rules because he's a hedgehog. So he should be in a hedge, not a bush.
I know.
Disgusting.
We had to mow the lawn the other day, and I had to be on hedgehog watching duties just to make sure
He didn't run under the mower.
Lord Heggy bread didn't run out.
Uh,
Poor little Mike. He was probably like, "What is going on?"
Sorry, guy. I do keep on going around the circles there. I'm completely lost. So there is a map, though, isn't there? Sophie, deck. So I want to get to that.
C'est magnifique.
So then I can put a beacon. There he is. Look, the beacon I've just laid. I don't want to go that way as well.
Also, hello, Zoovball. I don't think I said hello to you yet. Hello.
Hello.
What's your favourite Zelda? Yes, Annika. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit behind. So David said there's Core, there's the same number of B-sides, C-sides, and Farewell, but you can skip C-sides by a wave dash. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'm going to try it out and then I'll know.
Celeste.
Yeah, it's probably going to be very
I'd love
difficult.
to see you play Celeste.
There'll be a lot of swearing.
Lots of swearing, yes.
Lots of wooed words. JP says, well, David, are there 2 extra difficulty settings in Celeste? Annika says, I will not join the Resi 7 streams. That's fair enough.
To be honest,
I
I
know
don't want to join them either.
It's like Cody with the Blair Witch game. Oh my gosh. Scary times. David said, DLC is difficulty 2. Farewell collects more deaths than B-sides and C-sides. Maybe 1,000 or 2,000. Or 2,000, depending on the level at which puzzles can be solved. Wow. Water Music says, I spent a lot of time here in my first playthrough. What, in the forest? That makes sense. I actually don't remember this part. I remember after this part.
Cute, cute.
I like the way he giggled then. It kind of reminded me of Ron Swanson. He kind of looks like Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
In, what was it?
Parks and Rec.
No, Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur Kiwi.
Bulbasaur Kiwi, that's the one. Bulbasaur Kiwi fashion. Doc Cameron says, honestly, anything before Square Enix picked up Tomb Raider is a good game, even Angel of Darkness. I don't know, I don't like what they did in the reboots.
That was Angel of Darkness.
can't
Was that on the
remember.
Wii, that one? I've not played those. I played Tomb Raider 2 back in the day. On the PS1.
I played the first one.
On the PS1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
I don't remember it much, but I remember playing it. I remember we had it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness me.
Rude. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh. Get our first item, this is.
Yes.
Over 2 hours in. Okay, how do you activate this? Oh, you hold ZR. Oh no, I don't want to talk to
Oh
you.
wow. What a view.
Cute.
JP says, same doc, agreed. Haha, Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson. Water Music says, I'll need to play this game again soon. I have to play Twilight Princess again first though, and then Wind Waker at some point.
I have been holding out on replaying those games because I don't want to play through them and then they get announced for Switch.
I absolutely really want to play Free Twilight Princess. I think I started and then I stopped. Like a year ago I started.
If you do, then stream it.
Yes.
Even if it's private stream, just so you got the
Oh,
footage.
totally.
Okay, so what you do for items, guys, you hold ZR to bring up the wheel, and when you've got it selected, you just tap it, and it's just the right stick to aim. That works really well.
Also Wind Waker, I want to play that too.
Yeah, just say if you want to just stream and we get the footage then.
But I just really love Wind Waker, it's one of my favourites. It is my favourite.
So I've got to go here next.
Wait, does that look like a good tail?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
We're done here.
Sophie's crocheting.
I am indeed. I
Just
can't
say
show you
no.
guys yet because it's for a special person. But when it's done, I'll send you guys. Zuvul says, hello, I've only played Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. I've never finished either. I'd say Breath of the Wild, but both were pretty games. I love that you liked Wind Waker, makes me happy.
Oh, you can move.
Good choices though.
Pretty sure that was probably in the other one as well. You can move while aiming and stuff.
Nice. David said, Wind Waker is ultra pretty. I just love like the nautical theme as well.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker
yeah.
for
Wind Waker is one of the best looking Zelda games.
It is.
So, yeah, I won't deny that. No, honestly, I think for a lot of people on the Wii, even though I liked the motion controls, they were a big barrier for a lot of people
Yeah.
who couldn't enjoy the game because of them. Honestly, the button controls here,
Not too shabs.
the button controls. I think people that didn't hate the game because of the motion controls, they will like it with these controls. They work really well.
Pretty. Sealed ground. Oh no, you're not in sealed grounds anymore. Deep woods. That's such a nice map. It looks like a watercolour painting.
Oh, Soren says hello.
Hello Soren, how are you doing? Greetings, I love it. Doc Hamed says, Angel of Darkness is the one based on In Paris with the guy with superpowers. The game is a buggy mess with half-removed mechanics, but better than what they did to justify Laurie's happy attitude. Oh, I've not played that one. What was it on?
Thinking
Water Music says, Wind Waker is pretty special. I really like it. I mean, I know that the original one was not great.
the original one people love. I'm a minority in saying I didn't like it.
It was only because of the thing,
The sailing.
Yeah.
I'd never liked the sailing in Wind Waker.
And I love I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but at the end when you're fighting
Snape. And he
Ganon,
kills Dumbledore.
and then you like jump down. I like doing that in
He was their
Smash.
friend.
He was their friend. You know, in Smash Bros, I like doing that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we'll get to the first dungeon on this stream and then continue that on the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to go back off of here. How do I get rid of these STDs?
Alex says Wind Waker is a nightmare.
I know. I mean, I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't like Wind Waker. So I like Wind Waker HD. I think Wind Waker HD is a good game, not great, but I'm not a fan of the GameCube original. So what you do is you shoot the beehive down.
Nice. Oh yeah, PlayStation 2. So Doc Hammond says, and I guess Angel of Darkness is the game right before the Legend Anniversary Underworld trilogy.
Alright.
Let's have a look at that. I shall Google it.
Yeah, say the reboot trilogy is the only Tomb Raider games I've played, and I really like them because they just remind me of Uncharted.
Yeah. I didn't like the first one though.
Really?
Yeah, what was the first one?
Just called Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I don't know why.
The one's found on the
It kind of
island.
scared me.
It was
a bit.
scary, yeah.
Yeah, but then the second and third were
Right.
scary, and I preferred them better than the first one.
Yeah.
But,
What you do is you let one walk on there, and then you... Oh, you got gyro controls as well, by the way, of the Pro Controller.
that's awesome.
That's actually good for fine-tuning your aim, that's good.
So Tomb Raider trilogy. Oh, were they the original ones?
Yeah, that was like I think Glenn had that on the anniversary.
So Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld.
Yeah, I think they were all on the Wii, I think. Obviously other consoles as well, but...
PlayStation 3. Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to get that. If it's available, we'll have a look.
Oh yeah, you can sit down on the stumps as well, and your hearts go up.
Oh, that's so cute. Sitting on the stump. Soren says, hi, I'm fine, and you? Oh, we're good. We've had a busy day.
Chopped Dekubaba's head off.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And it's really nice here. It's like a heat wave at the moment. But it's not too hot today.
It's cool today.
Yeah. Yesterday
There
was
was a nice
a scorcher.
There was a nice breeze and about today. Like it was still hot, but it was a little bit breezy, which I just jumped off.
JP says, love Wind Waker, and I also love the remake of Link's Awakening. Yes, Link's Remakening.
Yeah, that's what we called it.
I did like them as
I
well.
got so annoyed when Arlo reviewed Link's Awakening because he put Link's Remakening in the title of
that
the
was
video.
your thing.
And I'm like, I came up with that first.
Or did you?
No, I did.
I thought it was a great game. They are. I personally really like Wind Waker and Link's Awakening. It's really pretty, Link's Awakening.
Go away.
There's like I can't remember what his name is on YouTube for a second, but they do clay models, and they did a clay model of Link's Awakening.
Oh, I remember, yeah. Oh, you again.
1 second. Yeah, so it's clay. It's just amazing. They're just amazing looking.
So these cubes I just sent, that sends a chest, that activates a chest up in the sky on one of the islands, and you just get goodies from them.
I think it's clay. Anyway, it looks super pretty. Doc Hammond said, I personally don't like Uncharted, so you can see where my problem with the reboots. That's fair
Yeah,
enough.
I can see,
yeah. That's fair. Because they're very much like them.
Yeah.
Caesar says, was going to start Persona stickers, but going to wait for Neo World Ends with you first. That's fair. I've not played any Persona games.
Okay, so this is where the first dungeon is, so I'm not going to progress. But what we're going to do, just because this is the only stream that Sophie's going to be with me on, we're going to do a few more things in the sky in the last quarter of an hour.
Cool.
As Sophie will want to witness. We're going to go to the pub.
I want to go to the pub.
And we're going to see Beedle.
Yay! For my artificial lemonade, of course.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited to see Beedle. It's been such a long time. His vocal tones are just amazing.
So that's where the chest was there.
JP says, do you also know Arlo?
Not personally, but
how cool would
I
that
watch
be?
I watch his videos. I quite like them.
Yes, JP, yeah, totally. Join Mario Kart 8. So anyone, if you've got Mary Kate, well, I can't even say. Mary Kate and Ashley. If you've got Mario Kart 8, and you're free in about
2 hours.
2 hours, join us for Mario Kart.
I'll schedule it once we finish this stream.
Yeah.
So you can see what time. It'll be like, you know, an hour and 3/4 from now. Let's go find Beedle.
And then JP says, so you can stomp me into the ground again. Oh, don't worry, I'm so bad.
Again, if we have
I'm consistently bad as well.
If we have a full house again, Sophie won't be playing half the time. We'll sort of take it in turns.
I'll just keep chatting with y'all.
Okay, where is Beedle? There's Beedle. I found him.
This is so exciting.
Let's just hit his belly.
I was going to sing the song. I don't want to sing it because it's really annoying.
What one?
It's like a song from the 70s.
About bells.
Yeah, really. Anyway, I'm not going to do it.
His, what was it called? The clapper.
Yes. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is a clapper.
The bell, yeah. Should you join? What the? Yeah, well, by all means,
Yeah, of course, go for it. I know Annika
More
said,
the merrier.
Annika said that she wasn't feeling well, so she was going to join.
Because here's Beedle.
That poor man. Beedle, are you okay?
Oh!
Oh! Beedle's airshop was everything you could ever want. Beedle works so hard.
I'm going to buy the bug net anyway.
Nice.
I don't know if I can afford it.
Hello! Wait for it.
Thank you!
Oh my god, it's so good. I can die a happy woman now.
Oh!
His voice is amazing. Water music says, Beedle worries me. Look at how he's looking at you. He's just so grateful that you're buying his wares. Why does he worry you? His German name is Terry. No way!
Hello, Terry.
I'm gonna call him Terry now.
Oh!
How much should I need? So I need to save up for that.
I
So
like
what
when
I
you
do-
say, when you like say no to something. He's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Okay, so now, if Beedle worries you now, let's go in.
Do you steal something?
No, I'm not going to steal. You don't steal in this.
Okay.
But I'm going to leave without buying anything. Oh wait,
Oh!
no.
Oh, do you have to go off and then come back on?
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay. That's hilarious. Do it again, do it again. Wrong one. Go, 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 go. There we go. Wow, it takes ages to go, like, down the route. Okay, okay.
Oh, it doesn't do
Oh.
it. Maybe I need to leave Skylar. But anyway,
Next time,
if you leave without buying anything, he opens up a trap door and you fall down.
That's amazing.
So I'll just show you in here as well. Link just barges in, look. Person. So this is the shop, basically.
Oh yeah, I remember Bazaar.
You go in here and
How bizarre.
you can sort of upgrade your gear. Obviously I won't be able to afford it yet, but I can upgrade the shield to make it stronger. But you need the things that this is what the monsters drop are
That's so
for,
cool.
slingshots, so, you know. So just that's what we get. So rupees are actually very good in this because you
They're useful.
yeah. So this is here, you can buy things from him.
He's like, please buy Rupin. He's so cross with you. That's quite alright.
Okay, and then there's like the fortune. There's a potion. This is where you get potions from.
Nice.
There's a fortune teller that can tell you like where
Oh,
to
I
go
like the
next.
look of the fortune teller.
I think. Do you get an extra bottle for free?
Maybe.
Hmm?
Oh dear. Maybe you get one.
Okay.
Yay! Their eyebrows are like amazing. What music says? Yeah, he doesn't appreciate his time wasted. He's like, I'm cycling up here, and I lowered the rope. I expect you to buy something. Soren says, use
Okay,
his
so-
bad, so you travel to his island at night. Oh, you use his bed? He has a bed in there?
So I got caught up in butterfly.
I didn't realise you could do that. That's amazing. JP says, I still remember how awesome and alive Ocarina felt. The world, I mean. Yes. Any game that has a town like this gets a like for me.
Yeah, town's my
Absolutely.
favourite place in Glen
It's the reason I like Yokai Watch so much. It's just you experiencing this little town and like there's a school and a little play park and then obviously the park. Whoa! What on earth happened there?
Oh, that one's not activated.
That was crazy.
Okay, let's show you the pub.
Show me the pub.
Where is it? Where is it? I don't know 100% where it is. Let's go. Yeah, sure. It might be that island there. Persona has plenty of towns. Cool.
It's just like a free boost.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's shaped like a pumpkin. Jeffrey would love this. He likes
It's not an
pumpkin
indie game though.
themed. He would still like it.
So why? Okay, so this is the chest I activated from
Oh, nice.
below.
JB says, when a game feels alive, the immersion is great. It really is. What music says, well, Persona has plenty of town. No way.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I've not played a Persona game either, JP. I'd like to. Flower says it is such a beautiful game. It really is. Oh wait, Persona or this one. This one's really pretty. I'm sure. Oh, the lumpy pumpkin.
Okay, so what you do
I love it.
is up there is a heart piece on the chandelier.
Yeah.
What you need to do.
No way. Does it get it down? Oh.
Try trying to work out how to do
You're
it.
making a mess and you're also causing yourself damage.
There is a way to, you have to...
Hey, it's that guy. It's you. Even giggles like you. I love it. That's so cute. Soren says the
Oh,
pub
here
is
we
to the
go.
southeast. Oh yeah, thank you. Where your treasure chest is, nice. JP says, just was one I never got into growing up and now I have no connection to.
There we go, there we go. Do that. There we go.
What music's telling you off? Don't cause any damages. Oh dear. Why would you do that? Palm is peeved. Pum has never been so peeved in his entire life. Pum will get you. That's why I would do it. You destroyed the chandelier. Oh, Flower says Skyward Sword is beautiful. It really is. I wish there was an actual place called the Lumpy Pumpkin. I would probably go there a lot. You broke my fancy custom order chandelier. Oh, you're in trouble. They're pricey, those ones. Let's not waste the time. Do you get anything for delivering?
Yeah, he ends up thanking you and
Oh!
saying all that off. I'm thinking, but I'm working off my debt for causing damage.
He looks really happy.
How happy he is with that. 5 minutes I got, here we go. And we got 5 minutes of the stream left, that
Nice.
works out.
Will Dave make it in 5 minutes? Will the person get their soup? Will it still be hot?
I'll do that, I'll do it in 4.
What music says double dash whistling?
Oh, speaking of, we have that in the Yoshi Valley stage, Yoshi Circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double dash, yeah. Okay, where is Skyloft? Over there.
Go for it. Is the rock spinning? Or are you just going a weird angle? Oh, you're going a weird angle. I thought you were spinning for some reason. Missed the rock. JP said, needed that heart piece, Brody. My bad. I'll be leaving. All the people have oddly long necks. They do, like, yeah, long like a bird, yeah. We were saying that, Zelda's father, I guess, yeah?
Yeah.
Looks like a, wow, you did not land. But
That's
apparently
not
you did. Yeah, it looks like an owl. And then Bruce kind of looks like, well, kind of looks like the Loftwing with the funky hair. And then, yeah, everyone looks kind of bird-like. Maybe it's a thing.
I actually don't know which person I'm bringing it to.
Oh, interesting. You know the birds in Breath of the Wild and the bird people, I want to say, but it's probably not right. Are they bird people?
That's the bathroom.
That's the wrong place. I can't remember. But you know in Hyrule Warriors there's the bird,
Yeah.
Birdman, bird person.
Arito.
That's the one. So do you reckon they're from Loftwings?
Oh, look at them.
They're so cute. What a cute little room. Are you in the right place?
It's I have to deliver it to someone to sleep.
Yeah.
Does it tell me on here who wants it?
Uh-oh. How many minutes left? Oh, you can drink it yourself. Nice. I think you were told. I definitely think it's not Bruce.
Yeah.
But Bruce is there. Like the commander?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the room.
Oh no, that's not the commander. So these are all the bedrooms, maybe? And then is there like a bigger room? Nope, that's the restroom. Oh, I don't know.
Is it the swords per?
I think maybe it's the sword person's.
Yeah.
Did you know that there is a hole in the wall to Zola's room? No way.
That's so Bruce can spy on there.
Gross. Gross is gross.
I'm glad the Sheikah stone thing's not here. That's where you go in there and it shows you videos of what to do next.
Oh, JP said just one time if your bird is like, nope, not today, you're done. Basically, yeah. Although you've got those...
There we go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I totally didn't just break a chandelier and then was forced to do it as payment.
I could just tell the barman that
Wow. Look how
I
happy.
delivered it. Skyward soup, yep.
Nice.
Okay, that's where we'll leave it.
Oh, that was fun.
I'll go save it actually.
Go for
It
it.
does auto save, but that's, you know, not a secure file.
Well, that was super fun. I enjoyed that.
It just saved in the corner of it. Let's do a proper save. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be playing more of this,
In
but
Doodles.
Sophie won't be here for about a week, so...
I won't. I'm going away on a short holiday / house sitting.
Alright,
Gig.
so guys, hour and a half's time we'll be doing Mario Kart.
Indeed.
So join us for that if you'd like to. Hello Kat, you're down there. Cool. Right, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the 18 likes
Yeah,
as
thank
well.
you so much. That's amazing.
I honestly wasn't expecting this many people to be here, so really am happy with this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for being with us. Yep, see you in an hour and a half's time. Get used to this as well. For the next week or so, I'll be doing this quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, JP says if they trap the bird. That's what Groose did. Trap
Yeah.
the bird. Groose was going to kill you. Groose
Yes.
is a bad, bad person.
We won't be playing Brawlhalla tonight, but I've been looking at it.
Yeah. We'll have a think about it and then
Yeah. Cool.
jump onto it.
All right.
No worries, thank you
Lady
for being here.
Lady Fantastic.
Lady
I called you
Fantastic, Lady's Fantastic.
then. Yeah. Thank you all to Music.
Thank you so
to...
much.
We've had a few new names I've seen today as well.
Oh, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Steve Ball.
Cool.
See you soon.
Thank you so much. Bye everyone.
Bye.